no. How long of a game would you be willing to play through if it's just this? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question too. Yeah. For me, I'd say it's like it's a pretty low.
Shit, it was just cold. These rap fools be needing bodyguards, huh?
It's a relatively low tolerance just because I don't like any of the character stuff all that much, you know? And so, you know, there's no like carrot on a stick like, I can't wait to see what this piece of fucking human garbage gets into next. Or what, like, who's the next Australian he's going to encounter, you know, or, like that. There's no draw there for me. So, but you do see this stuff. I mean, you know, like this was where the juice is, right? Like if you really wanted to see
I'll give you a freebie
some shit,
just for looking so
like
good.
I bet you could scale this,
Yeah, cool,
as long
sure,
as you're
thanks.
extreme.
What up, family? Righteous homemade. Shit, nice and cold.
Really careful, right?
Hey,
Like you look at this layout, and I bet that there is a path up here.
this ain't nothing. I'll drink the Hit me up with some of that, straight up.
I like my tricks buff like you, Daddy.
Yeah, I've been lifting a lot, you know.
Weed money, same difference. Them white boys had me on crystal meth.
Oh, okay. So that if we were to find the cup, this is where we would deposit it. The cup is way down from here.
Ooh, is you on sherm? I ain't afraid to die.
Hey, hold on.
Do you think there's going to be any reason to actually go up here? I mean, I guess we're most of the way. Most of the way there, so might as well.
Jeez, can anyone drive around here?
Oh, I just realized that there's a really good opportunity to fall under that rail and go fucking flying. So maybe I should be a little more careful than I'm being.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Man, you ought to be shot for wearing those.
Shoot now, pay later. During the 10-minute waiting period. I got everything a
At
real
least there was
patriot
something
could
to
want.
interact with up here.
Wise choice, sir. Wise choice.
This weekend is the Ammunition Film Festival with free screenings of the documentary Red Dawn.
Works well in a crowded area. Perfect for killing, pure and simple.
Sound like hot shit on that commercial. Feeling nervous? Welcome to Ammunition. Don't forget the Ammunition Endangered Species Barbecue each Saturday.
Eat shit, asshole.
Home with our vaporizing critters, miniature nuclear
Take it,
bombs.
hold it,
Ammunition
love
loves
it.
women too. For the female sports enthusiast or self-defense practitioner with big breasts, get
There are cultists everywhere, friend.
says you're about to get a good look at my other 44s. Lady.
Oh, these are good.
Did we lose our baby chick?
I'm being replanted.
Tell us when.
Damn drug addict.
I wouldn't want to hang out with this fucking guy.
From sand, we explode.
All the time. I see a lot of unexplained phenomena out there, especially in restaurants. I agree with you about the moon. We never landed on the moon. It's such a big fake.
Remember, the Russians, our arch enemy still, I might add. Them and the Australians and some species of dog, they beat us into space.
The only thing the Russians are shooting into space are hot dogs and lunch.
Hey, baby.
The Noah's Ark fast food kind of vibe. Hey,
Take that.
I could make a better steak.
Intriguing. I'd like to meet her. On the conspiracy line, caller, you're in Area 55.
Do not use fluoride. It's evil. It made me kill my doctor.
Why would we worry about a chemical that the government puts into the water? Animals can now be trained to fly, including several species of bird. Think about the military applications. Hello, caller.
Hi, I'm really worried about hackers that the nuclear bomb incident. You know, through the phone. You think they could pinpoint my location?
Look, it's good for the economy to live in constant fear. I mean, the phone company, they have your name on the bill. They know your number. How do you feel about that? Hello, Julie from Liberty City. You're on the line.
Cowboy ghosts are haunting my house.
I want you to take off your blouse. Stand at the window. Stand there for hours each night. Move. Trapping rogue spirits is dangerous work, especially...
Give them the answers in class and they still can't manage to read.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I've taken a wrong turn.
Yeah.
Unless this is just okay. All right.
Oh no!
What are the controls like? So it's I'm using the right stick to look around, the left stick to move like direction, and then the triggers pick your feet up. So L2, R2. Pop, 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 pop. And so it's a mix of you holding forward and then putting one foot in front of the other, and wackiness ensues.
Lots of photographs. All right.
What?
No, for real, bro. No. When you give them the answers in the class and they can't even manage to do. I give you the answers, man.
They're not robots, Mom. They're not robots, okay? They're not robots. That's all I can say. They're not robots. They won't do what they're told. Only a certain percentage of them will do what they're told. What do they say about autism? It's a spectrum. Obedience. Obedience is a spectrum, mother. What? What's wrong with you?
The R2 button's off.
Oh. Oh. Break it? My son get mad and break it? Not telling anybody? Yeah. I'm not blaming it on my son.
No, I mean,
Maybe.
maybe, or maybe the baby. I mean,
Maybe.
yeah. Before you play, we need to do your teeth. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's just get it done, girl.
I don't know that one of the other controllers works though, but yeah, those things aren't. You can't break controllers anymore. You never could break controllers. They were never. They were never free.
Here we go.
If people could please just attempt to make sense, that's all I'm asking. Last night, as I was laying in my pod meditating, and it occurred to me, why are you even listening to me? Turn off all electrical devices, including your radio. Hector and Sam Garcia, why are you still listening?
Hey, cutscene.
Think about the things we talked about today. Think.
Oh, hey, Nate!
Think.
Oh, I heard you screaming.
Tim.
Jim, we'll see you next time in Area 53.
Yeah, no, oh, yeah,
How
sorry.
to help, buddy?
I see how you could think I was in trouble with
That
the
was
screaming.
Area 53.
But
We're sorry.
I'm not.
You're not?
No, just it was just a playful scream.
Great to hear from
Like a
you.
scream of
Are you?
just normal life.
Oh, yeah. Okay, been there. While I'm here, do you want to get hooked up with some...
Oh, no, I'm doing good. I don't need,
You got some equipment?
yeah, like,
Up
Got some
next,
maps
it's
as well.
Area
maps?
53
Could be
and Marvin
helpful.
Trill,
What kind of,
broadcasting live
they
from
just
his
look like
trailer
this.
in the
oh,
desert.
no, sorry, I don't need that.
Shoes?
Oh,
All right. Never change, Nate.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Time travel and the flashing toilet. Which way did Newton's toilet spiral? And finally, a woman made from sand. We explore.
Just take the fucking map.
To the truth.
I guess like that. Yeah, I don't know. There's just like character stuff here that.
On the line.
I'm a truck driver and listen to your show all the time. I see a lot of...
I mean, I like the idea of the like, hey, clearly there's a bunch of gear in this universe designed to make this way easier.
The Russians, our arch enemies,
And so like it hanging that in front of you like that is like funny. But there's something about the way this guy rejects it or whatever. It just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me.
Intriguing. I'd like to meet her. On the conspiracy line, caller, you're in Area 53.
Do not use fluoride. It's evil. It made me kill my doctor.
Why would we worry about a chemical that the government puts into the
Do we
water?
think we can get...
Animals can now be trained to fly.
I definitely can't get across this water without falling. And that would be a problem.
Military applications. Hello,
So we probably want to try and get down here this way, get onto this wood, and then take the stairs up, right?
Look, it's good for the economy to live in constant fear. I mean, the phone company, they have your name on the bill. They
Okay,
know
no.
your number.
All right, this is...
How do you feel about that?
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Tell your sister. I don't think I fed them today, so yeah. Bubs fed the cats this morning.
Especially topless. Take lots of photographs. All right, who's got a theory for me? Next.
It's like a lot of that's by design, right? You're not supposed to like this fucking guy. Like, you know, he sucks. He sucks. He sucks on purpose. That's the whole point of the game. But, I don't know. The ways in which he sucks.
All I'm asking. Last night, as I was laying in my pod meditating,
It's almost like they did it a little too well.
Listening to me. Turn off
And it makes me not want to play the game.
Hector and Sam Garcia, why are you still listening?
Because I was hoping you could explain the noises.
Now think about the things we talked about. Think seriously. Think. Can it be real? Can it be false? We'll see you next time.
Oh,
in
that's
Area
that.
53.
That's that thing we fell over last time.
Wherever you are.
is Area 53. We're sorry.
All the news the government wants you to hear. WCTR.
They say living in Los Santos is the equivalent of smoking a pack a day. If that's the case, then I want a choice in the matter. So I chose Redwood.
I used to sell my body for drug money on the streets. Now I'm cleaned up and have a wife.
Not a ton of room for error right here. It's a pretty.
To Redwood cigarettes.
Sometimes when I get really stressed out, I beat my children.
There we go.
Anything to lay my hands on. Since I tried Redwoods, I find a way to relax 20 or 30 times a day. I know it's bad for me, but what's more important, me or my children?
Stress kills millions of people each year and causes divorces, automobile accidents, and even war. When stress is about to get you, get a Redwood. Redwood cigarettes. Proud sponsor of the LS City Marathon.
Up next on WCTR, it's the main
Jeff
coach's
doesn't
hate.
like the
It's
character
Derek
in that
Thackeray in the
walking
tight end
simulator,
zone. Brought
and
to you
for
by
some reason
Aris
I'm
Pump Up
taking it
Shoes,
personally.
because women love a
I
winner
know,
and
yeah.
winners wear shoes.
I don't. I feel like he's talking about me for some reason. I do. I mean, yeah.
It's just
Am I a
didn't.
fucking loser? Yeah. I don't mean that bad, but
I
yeah.
was just
Like,
trying to catch it with my. Sorry,
With
just
your
was
foot.
using my.
Yeah, you tried to catch it.
I saw it was starting to go, and I just tried to.
You just kicked. You thought I'll give it a good kick
No,
to counteract the fall.
Yeah, I was just trying to steady it. I might be over.
Yeah, you might have. You might have oversteadied
Yeah,
it.
no, it's just a little oversteady.
Well, it's not steady now.
We've made the man angry.
See you later.
Take only pictures, leave only footprints. You piece of shit. Fuck your rock stacks.
Oh, wow. What is that? What is that? Oh, yeah, don't lose that. That's your sister.
where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Mi barrio es.
Give me that money.
One man score a point. When the rest of the world discovers TV, they'll be able to see this. Wow, isn't that amazing? He did what he was paid to do.
We love sports more than you. I know that. Let's talk about it. Stay tight and let's go to the phones.
Yeah, the Wolves. Hey, Derek, my name's Jason, and I'm a Wolves fan. First-time caller. I don't vote. I can't be bothered. But I will kick your ass if you disrespect my sports team.
Okay. The Wolves. Last team playing sports if they care.
Yeah, the Wolves. I don't care who's sleeping with who on the team.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Okay. Hey, let's take another call. Who's on the phone? Hello, caller. You're on with the tight end of the radio.
Hey, I'm a big Olympics fan. Always have been. Since day one. Send everyone.
Me too. I love the games, especially the luge. Sliding down an ice.
Thank you.
Doom at high
Ah, you
speed
faker.
makes
That's
sense.
empty.
Okay. I know about frigid action myself. I mean, they gotta be kidding me. Since when is running been an Olympic sport? Running ain't a sport. Don't make me puke. Anyone can run. My ex-wife made me an athlete. I ran my ass off when the Red Baron flew into town.
I tell you, when I was a kid, there were only 3 sports that mattered. Football, baseball.
Get out the way, man. I really like the taste of
Hello, a doodle do.
Looks like it's just straight.
Cock-a-doodle cluck. Welcome.
Well, this is a weird configuration.
Cluckety cluck cluck, sir. If you come
That doll's back in that
you're a
rock
moron.
formation back there.
Oh, crap.
Okay, that was not that weird of a configuration.
But once you get paid for it, things get really complicated.
Man, I was at their training camp this spring, and the mood in the locker room is, guys, we're getting changed, man.
I mean, they were really getting prepared. Shoes were going on, feet, shirts were going on, the shirt part of their body, serious faces on.
Hey, how are you?
Hey there, girl.
Can we go and do some dancing now?
All right, bitch, I'm your bitch.
I love your show, man. I love you.
Yeah, great talking to you. Excuse me. Hey, that's real receptive stuff. You know, we've been petitioning states to install a urinal trough in front of
Fuck these
each row
bottles.
of seats. Now,
This is just on me round here. You better not be in this hot time.
to let you by, then go stand in line for the bathroom. I mean, hey,
Steal one drink and a bartender starts tripping.
Toilet for you after you go.
No, I don't want either of those.
I told you I was a guy.
I don't even want
I'm not the toilet man. I'm not some kind of medieval knight soilman, Nathan.
I didn't want you to be a soilman. I don't even need a shit. I just need to pee.
You peed on me in a sense.
It's deep, man.
Sorry. I seemed all insensitive for a second there. Possible woman in here. Need help?
Maybe you need to take me to Liberty City.
I'm listening. Honest.
I get away with it all the time. Even after I did it, there's this. Actually, our relationship is better than ever. The passion is amazing.
Well, that's probably bad. Stand up, you piece of shit.
I love it.
Niggas, I was listening and I figured out, you know, that I can help out some of y'all clients. This is none other than Jesse, the proprietor of the Pleasure Domes Club. If anybody is out there lonely, first of all, with all the people on this planet walking around, there's no reason for anybody to be lonely. You understand? That's why I'm in the business of keeping people with something.
So I wonder if that ends up being like a good ending, bad ending sort of scenario where
Always
like
wanted to be special, CJ.
by going around this mountain and fucking shit up, pushing the outhouse off, getting that guy mad at me.
You my kind of bitch.
Like, I wonder if that's has like an outcome later.
Okay. That's really beautiful. Tell everyone about it.
My man? Well, I call him that, even though he's broken off all contact and is married to someone else. I killed the gazelle and sent its heart to him in an envelope. He liked it so much, he told the police and even the newspapers. Then I burnt down his place of business, and now I have a special surprise for him.
You have a great week. Isn't it really beautiful? That's all we have time for. If your heart is lonely, listen to...
The controls allow for a little more precision than you might initially think, I guess. Like if you do decide to do the right thing and play it slowly.
We got some work to put in. You down? I love my hood, CJ. Homie, let's roll on some busters.
Ugh.
I'm gonna put in some work. You down?
I just don't know that I have the patience for, like, I don't know that I have...
Jump in, family.
You know, the only reason we've been playing this as long as we have is because I have not experienced a massive setback. I feel like if we fell a great distance right now, I would be like, all right, cool.
Excuse me.
You know, like I don't feel invested in this. You know what I mean?
No, but send it
Maybe that's why I've had some
baby, Johnny
success
can help
very
you.
quickly getting over some of these obstacles.
Sydney just got
I
on
just
her
don't give a
thing.
fuck.
Hold on. This is my favorite part.
You just don't stop for nothing. Yeah, that's very high. So maybe I have to go from here to there to...
Excuse me. Come on, let's change the channel.
Hey,
Ow. Hard to shoot, ese. You holding up Grove Street business. ¿Qué pues?
Sir,
Mi barrio, rifa.
once again you have floored me with
Oh.
this.
Bro, get that, Mark. Get that pile of crap out the way. Going someplace, bitch. Want your melon pop?
Hey, where's the glass? Glass on the back of the direction. You can turn the light on. Mm-hmm.
You ever play Crazy Climber, the arcade game?
Yeah, yeah.
It is a game that was a dual joystick game, one for your kind of left hand, one for your right hand. Then you would climb a building. And, oh, this is, okay. This is probably it for us, huh? 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 Hmm? it was similar in concept that, you know, because you had to kind of go, you had to pull, you had to, you know, grab onto a part of the building and then pull up and then grab onto another. And so, you know, you kind of jerk the sticks back and forth to go. And you can get going pretty fast as long as you got the rhythm right. And this is starting to remind me a lot of that. Oh, geez. Okay. Like the problem solving in this game is like pretty different. But in terms of just like raw mechanics and the way that stuff works, like it's not entirely dissimilar. You don't have like big risk reward like, oh, I fell, ah shit. Okay.
Okay, bitch, blow it.
You know, like you get hit on the head by a fucking, like there are people opening windows and throwing flower pots out of it and stuff, and that's the, you know, the reason why you have to move around the building so much. That's your danger of falling. It's not necessarily like, oh, I failed to grab on and then lost a bunch of progress. So like the challenge kind of comes from a different place, but like the rhythm of like when you really get moving in this game is pretty much the same. I fucking, that was the wrong foot.
Let's do these fools.
Get in, homie.
Man, got a little too sideways there. Also, if you fuck up and your camera's looking the wrong way when you go to stand up, you will face the wrong way.
Let's roll. CJ, let's roll, man. What's the hold up? Fuck. What you think? Idiots better get
I think you are correct, actually. With both of them, too, by the way. Right now.
I just do that when you best to do stuff. Did she give you attitude when you...
No.
A lot of really good foot noises.
Come on. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this.
Come on, stay close.
You can do this. I can do this. We can do this, CJ. Me and you, bro. Me and you, bro. Me and you, bro. Me and you, bro. Oh, I'm out of... Oh, good thing oh, no, you don't.
Oh, God damn it.
Nate, are you okay? You look sad.
Oh, hey, Mike. No, that's sad. I was just taking a break from my
Watch your mini-map. Watch your mini-map. Where are they coming from?
Yeah, road's out, but no worries.
Listen distance.
Grapple point.
There we go. Where we
grapple
go?
point.
There we go.
Oh, I'll just grapple. I'll grapple it.
Yeah, just grapple it with your grappling hook.
Oh, yeah, I'll just grapple that fucker with my grappling hook.
Yeah, no worries. Just grapple that fucker.
I'll just grapple that fucker.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, Salada.
Well, that seemed a little tricky. See, it's like that. I can't judge that. Hey, sad panda. Sad panda.
Well, fuck. All right.
Yeah, it is. That's video games, princess.
Get out.
I don't think, I mean, look at, you know, I'm tempted to say, like, oh, I need to go back there, get up here, and kind of inch my way along this wall, but I don't.
Basically, they eat your time. Oh, sometimes you can't. You're not good enough to play them, period. So I've been there, dude. I couldn't play Bloodborne. I could not. I was not good enough, dude.
I guess my other question is, have I
cannot
been
play it.
down there? And if I
Which
go
really sucks.
down without falling too far down,
No one
and go
talks
that
about
way,
that.
is that
you
going
know?
to lead?
Like,
Is there a
ow,
path
you're not
up
good
over
enough.
there?
Ooh,
Because I don't think I walk. I don't remember that
That
wood
hurts,
down
bro.
there.
I mean, that's our society. We all live with rejection and not being good enough.
I don't remember crossing that wood on the way up. And so there's that over there.
Like, damn, I literally did not play that game.
But if I fall
was
all the
not
way
good
down,
enough.
then
But
that's
there's
gonna
songs that people are not good enough to play, and never will be. Doesn't matter how much they
different
practice,
story.
dude. Doesn't matter how much they will. There's some
I could bail
songs
off
they
this
will
side
never
right
be able
now
to play.
and try to
There's
safe
some
fall
notes.
onto
There's some songs. Some, you know. So that's just the way it is. It's tough.
this spot here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, actually. They don't remember how it used to be like in the 70s, dude. When I was a kid, yeah, it was a pretty hateful fucking place, dude.
This looks too steep to cross.
Fat people and fucking got picked, dude. It was pretty ruthless. Even
I
glasses.
don't
People
feel
with
like I can
glasses got
just foot
fucking
my way
picked on.
across this gap. It looks
So,
too.
Now, as far as it being out there
looks
in
way too
public
steep.
and
And if I get out there and fall, like
that would
there's
be argued,
chances are
probably
I
so.
fall all the way because of how steep it is.
But then I'd argue, what about Germany pre-World War II?
And then I don't know
Yeah,
where
it got
that
pretty
is. I
hateful.
don't know what's below the wood. Looks
Or
bad down
whereabouts
there.
Before. So yeah, I think maybe it comes and goes. I think social media has just replaced the newspaper. And that's
All right,
more
we don't
the
want to slide
deal.
down
It's
on
a
that
bunch
mud
of
because there's not
YouTube
enough of a ledge
people
down
or
there.
more
It feels like you would just fall
instead of
and
your local. That's what. Remember when you're the editor in
slide
chief?
all the way
How
down.
powerful that was. Like,
But if I do go down there and that's not the way, like there is that pathway next to the mud to get back up.
was it maybe?
Oh, but I have to go like up and then all the way
It's a
that
lot
way
more
and
hateful
around
now than it was in the 90s, and it's more hateful
to
now
get
than maybe the 80s.
back to this upper
But
path.
even the
huh?
80s, it was still pretty. Like, there were still cliques,
All right,
dude.
but there's no
There
way up
was
here,
still
and it doesn't lead nowhere. So I feel
officers
like
and
that's probably
enlisted.
my,
Like there
I
were
think
still
that's only
strict social divides in
I think
in our
that's the
culture.
only option I have. Unless I can, take these clothes off and string them out and fashion it into a fucking grappling hook.
Yep. I was in the 90s. It's like they're all thinking of the 90s. No, that was the 90s, dude, where people were. And that's what was so cool about the 90s. It's like, yeah, everyone was chilling the fuck out a little bit. And it's not even that. It was because it changed into something bad. But it was more about everyone stopped taking shit so seriously halfway. So,
Oh, yeah, no, wait.
on all sides. Yeah, I'm a fucking retard. So fucking what? When you're
I think I
you're a
probably need to go
fucking
down
dick.
that way.
Like,
When I was a kid, no, I wanted to be her.
which one? Let me see.
And so I'm going to try and get down there safely.
Oh, I didn't even recognize her. Yeah, no, she was beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I
that.
was
She had
like-
that. Yeah.
No, she just had that.
No, dude.
brunette,
I was.
not-
Yeah, everyone loved her.
I was like, no. Like, I remember.
No, Alyssa Milano was. She was the female version of Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Just almost so pretty, like
You're
that.
like,
That's a natural pretty.
Yeah.
No, and there was a time Rob Lowe was like, holy fuck, dude.
and I.
Around that same early 20s, late teens, early 20s.
Like, so pretty, you couldn't have a crush on him.
Yeah.
You were just like, man, you're.
You are fucking pretty too. And then there was a time that Matt Dillon, dude.
Yeah,
People forget
Matt
about
Dillon.
Matt Dillon, dude. He was oof.
I'm pretty sure him and Rob
That
Lowe.
look, and he'd look that
Yeah.
head down, look through his eye, and he had those brushy eyebrows, right? Yeah. Bushy
Yeah.
eyebrows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, Alyssa Milano, and there was another one that came. That's why the chick from Ferris Bueller ever.
Oh, yeah. And no one really knows her name because
And-
she wasn't. But
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So, and then, but it was the same vein as long that. And then, the girl, didn't she go on? That might be a different girl. Quinn Medicine Woman or whatever. Who's that girl? Jane Seymour or something? And people really liked her.
Yep.
But yeah, the deal with Alyssa Milano was she
Onward
always
and
had
upward,
that,
I
she
guess.
looked different too. It was, not only was she brunette, But like, yeah, is she Italian? Does anybody know? Well, Milano.
Milano's Italian.
Like, would it be funny if you
Like,
finished the
yeah.
game and then
Yeah,
just like
this-
miraculously
but he
teleported
could
back
be
to the
Native
couch,
American, dude.
and then he got
It
up
could be
and
like,
still walked like
Keanu.
this?
What is Keanu?
Is that would that be
Hawaiian?
Well, his
an
name
acceptable
is
ending? It was
Sir-
just like,
No,
oh, he just
yeah,
walks like
I
this.
think
It's just like
he's
it's
like, and it's that look you just can't
It's
quite
not like he
nail.
miraculously teleported to some land where
And then on
you know,
top
no
of
longer
that, she
remembered
was
how to
super
walk.
pretty.
This is
Yeah.
just how he does.
Mhm.
So,
No, I did. I wanted her.
hmm everybody did, and that's what people forget. We've lost all our even Saved by the Bell. I know people laugh and jokey, but to us, those kids were beautiful, dude. If you were young at the time. I remember crushing so hard on some of those. Even like, remember, not Victoria's Secrets. What was before Victoria's
All
Secrets?
right, I don't have a lot of room to fuck around.
Not Budweiser, but Sports Illustrated. Some of those Sports Illustrated girls back in the day, dude, I just remember being like,
Yeah, they were crazy.
yep.
She's of Italian descent.
See, he told you.
She was raised Catholic and still practices her faith.
I'll be like,
Is what it said.
that's probably why she hates Trump so much.
Mhm.
Shit, or whatever. But, no, she was pretty.
Yeah.
She's lucky she ended up sane. Or half sane. Or even alive. She's lucky to be alive, dude.
Just stand upright and
To
everything
be
will be
famous
fine.
in Hollywood.
I think this game, like
and young
there's
in
a
the 80s.
I wonder if that was hard, but I feel like this game
Like,
does
no,
you a
any of those
solid on
kids are
standing up,
lucky to be alive.
like more
still.
often.
Or in the
than not.
70s was probably
Like
worse.
I said, he
dude.
kind of will
Rosemary's Baby
clamber.
shit,
You can
dude.
kind of fall your way over some obstacles in some cases,
So,
and
now you
it'll
got
sort
me all
of
nostalgic and flashback. But yeah,
help
we were
you out.
beautiful, dude. Sorry, those 80s kids. Some of those people were. And like, I know it happened in the 90s, but that movie Clueless, I think, is almost a bookend to the 80s.
I mean,
Even though it's 90s style,
yeah.
but just that, those beautiful. There were some
Where am I
beautiful
going?
kids running around back then, dude.
No, the cup cider's cat.
Let's get up here.
Yep.
and-
No, I know, dude.
Like,
What do you call it? That's like
And
a
they were-
homoerotic.
Yeah.
It's literally homoerotica, dude.
They're like
All right.
such a
Greek
All right.
homoerotica.
A little more
such a
finesse is
hodgepodge.
required.
Like no, they're
Mhm.
like none of them.
There's a
really
patience
look
involved in this that I think, you know,
No, that
it's
was
a finite
magic.
resource.
like Patrick Swayze.
This doesn't look like it.
Which I never even thought was good looking, and my mom, no,
No, a lot.
a lot of people think he
that
was, and I was like,
their
what?
ideas, you know.
Yep.
But even Ralph Macchio, he was a
Mhm.
good-looking young kid, like different looking.
Yep,
but like
yep.
yeah, like no, but that cast.
Yep. No,
like, they
dude.
were all uncannily.
That was
like,
just one of
handsome.
those weird freak. I think they still talk about it. Just the
This-
chances you would cast that many fucking young.
Yeah.
No, Emilio Estevez, dude.
Yeah. No.
Was in that fucking movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
No.
Uh,
And they were all good in it.
mm-hmm.
No, they were all good looking. They all played their part like they were good.
They all come across very natural.
No, they do.
Yep. They did really well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So no, that was a crazy magic on those things.
Yep. That was actually the last group. That was another bookend. I would argue probably Saved by the Bell closed out the Kid Star thing.
Yeah.
And I know there was Miley's, but by then it was even half jaded. It wasn't the same. Dude. Like, that 16 Candles shit was a real thing, dude. We had posters of those people. We had,
All those people hung on my wall.
and it wasn't just, it was the character, it was the mask they were, the celebrities, the image they were putting forward.
I was gonna say, like, I know, like, me and some of my friends.
This will be fine. Ah.
We even had ones, like, you know, that weren't super well known.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, they were like good looking kids.
Yep, yep.
You know, or you know, a little alternative.
No, that's when you were cool, when you had the, you know, like,
you
yeah,
had
you
the
didn't
black-
like Kermit or Big Bird. You liked Grover, dude.
Uh-huh.
So, like, Ali Sheedy was one.
Like,
Like,
you
you know,
had
the
Brad-
goss, like Ali Sheedy, or you had, yeah. Oh, wait, what was the one, too? Or, there was that one, St. Elmo's Fire. A bunch of those second ones were that, you know,
watch the Expired.
And that's like they talk about Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe was always second string to me, dude.
Yeah.
But he wasn't though, because he did that movie Lust for Zero, and that was a pretty good movie. Like even if he wasn't in a bunch of the other, he did some pretty good ones. There might have been another one he was pretty good in. But yeah, at the time, that Lesson Zero movie was pretty good. I could be wrong, but it was.
Sorry. Oh, I don't mind.
Just showing like
Sorry, leaving.
that shit doesn't respect financial back. Like it'll take anybody's kid, dude.
Well,
it can take anybody's fucking child, dude.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. But yeah, because I was young when I saw it too.
Well, I guess that's the end of level 2.
Well, I think we watched it together. But I was still younger, like innocent. I should say. I was still kind of innocent, yeah.
See what happens next. Oh, okay.
That makes me cough.
Oh, here's where they censor the nudity, I guess, huh?
Trying to stay awake.
Aren't you a vision?
I'm a vision. Yeah, you're a vision. Yes, we're both visions, and I'm visioning.
Eyes up here, Nathan.
Yeah, I'm visioning your eyes.
Ethan.
Yes, Ethan, and I'm Nathan.
So I'm playing a game.
Good morning, weather. How's it, weather? Breakfast?
Well, I'm listening to a guy play a game.
Oh.
Who's watching right now is watching another guy, or a fake guy, a character in a game, a cutscene.
Is it a famine?
In a way, it is a
Well, I talked to my wife.
Oh, in a way, yes, in a certain kind of way.
What?
About characters and other
you might be the only one who
cutscenes.
can help.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
Well, if my nose doesn't deceive me, you're
Oh yeah, they
fresh
were
off
talking
the
about
boat.
6-7
And
today.
that means
I
you
guess.
haven't used your one wish.
On the
The
old
one
guy,
wish?
from the old guy
at the castle.
perspective. You know, like
Oh.
what the
No,
fuck, you know.
little to your left.
Yeah.
And something
No,
that's
yeah, I
like
haven't
from
used
some
it
sound
yet.
clip,
Wonderful,
from a
then you'll
song.
be our
It's
savior.
from a sample from a song.
what
So it's
do
not
you
even
want?
from
What
a
do you
song. It's
we've
from
run
like
out
a
of cigarettes.
sample, and they like from a basketball
rather
game, I think, or some
Pick
shit.
up some new ones.
Sure.
But
Need them?
Yes, I should say so.
Oh.
But the boys would be ever so
but then it got
grateful.
into a
We'd do anything
conversation
for you.
about bling
Oh.
bling.
Just anything you can imagine.
And I guess
Now I
Jeff
wanna see
was
this
on the
weird
front
animal's
lines
dick.
during the bling bling
You have a bathroom?
Explain the history, and I didn't even know it was real. But no, for a
You
period
have
there,
just
like
a
no, it
clean
was a
toilet
real
in a
little
locked room?
inside, you know.
There is a little outhouse right next to tonight's campsite.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just look for the party light.
Like
Okay,
no.
that's amazing. Thank you.
Let's share a drink later.
Yes.
On me.
Thank you.
All right, well, how did my perspective get
Oh,
so
and don't
stressed
go
out?
getting
Did I
lost
do
in the
something
woods.
funny here? Is
Okay.
yeah. I'm gone full dummy.
Well, I guess I'm glad I turned the
sure.
nudity off, knowing that we were going to play some of it today. I did find myself wondering, like, where's the nudity? There it is. So that's the castle. He said something about the woods. He said something about a party light, which this is this is not back down the way we came. Right? Yeah. Anyway. That's probably enough of this either way.
All right, coffee time. A reaction to a reaction.
Walking down. Harder than walking up.
No, it really happened. I can't remember what that was. It was something where it's when all the YouTubers start reacting to each other. Like it starts off they're reacting to something that happened in the world, you know, but then someone will say something and it becomes them reacting to each other. I know, dude, there was one time it was like 5 reactions deep, Sydney. I'm not playing, bro. Dude, it was. It was like
You just got to know when
like
to
when they
creatively
pulled up
fall.
a video with the reacting to the video, You know those when it shows windows going into
Yeah, I don't know.
eternity?
This seems all right. I
They
don't
were
know.
reacting to a
I don't know
video
what,
of
how I
them
feel. Like
in the
again,
video. Yeah.
I did like the nude, the bottomless fucking animal dude met guy.
The vegan teacher was
First
watching a
likable
video
character
about
in the
her.
game.
When Sniper was watching a video.
Oh, Sniper one. Watch out.
To her video. Yeah.
Now I'm following whatever this trail is. I couldn't tell you, you know, if
you'll set it off. The reaction wars.
I guess I couldn't tell you if I'm any good at it. I haven't really seen anyone else play it, so I don't like. Is this like? There's been some people in chat saying like that I'm good at this, but I don't know if that's true or not. Like I just feel like I'm just pulling the triggers. It's not like it doesn't seem super difficult.
What Doc was saying. He was saying the game wasn't that hard.
There are definitely some hard, and I'm sure that there are some harder paths that would be like trickier to deal with.
Play that, Nicole.
You know, I'm taking what looked like a couple of shortcuts here and there, but
it wouldn't have made that far. You know, I don't think you get that far into whatever you're building something if it doesn't. Somebody will play it, I guess. There's probably a small group of people who buy lots to get, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows how it should work. What about Katamari? Who the fuck would thought?
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is probably
and we played it. So
a way you could go, right?
Farming simulator, Stardew Valley. Who the hell would do that? I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm sure it's a fun game. I'm not picking on you. Yeah. Artificial real life. Awesome. Maybe
Let's see,
one
now
day
that we're
real
kind of
life
off
will
that
be
beaten
just as
path, I don't
fun.
actually know where to go.
What? I'm being
Because none
serious.
of these. Well, I guess maybe.
Being serious. Maybe one day we can get our own farm.
Well, that seems bad.
With a neighbor named Sam.
Maybe you could get a. No, I don't think you could get a leg up there. I don't know.
What do you think?
I wonder if that was part of the goal here. Was like, hey, getting over it was really
Well, I
neat,
smell
but
your
a lot of people were not ever going to see that thing through because of how crazy. And maybe this gets like crazy hard right around the next corner, right? Who knows? But I wonder if the goal was like, okay, let's have a main through line that is not crazy. Oh, did I just walk back to the? Is this where the horse dick guy was? Did I walk in a big circle?
I know, like she brushed it, and then she walked up to me and she like, feel that.
Yeah.
I was doing it hair.
Yeah.
And I was putting it into a seed, so I was brushing it. She was like, I like this part. And I was like, what out of things? I have a girl that makes her hair. Like Samantha.
Am I using a PS5 controller? I am, but there are no haptics to speak of. It's not. It is not adaptive triggers or anything like that.
No, but I finally love a girl.
I wonder if it is on PS5. I don't know.
Wow. Jeez. Took long enough. Took 2 decades. Finally got
All
one.
right, so this does not feel like. So maybe that wasn't.
So far, too, by the way.
Maybe that was not where
today,
our donkey
and I
dick
try
friend
not
was.
to push her too far
Because
I don't
we were
want
not
to
here. We did not get here last time.
She still likes helping.
Now am I walking
This
back
is
the way we
around that
came?
age where they kind of the novelty starts wearing off.
Yeah.
So it's like putting stuff.
Like I mean, it does. It is. The triggers are analog, but there are no. But I have not seen any haptics. I wonder if that's something.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I have Rumble turned on, but it's always you kind of
gonna last forever, but yeah.
Let me look at the Steam page here. Yeah, so it's not using Steam input. It is ringing this up as a DualSense.
That didn't last very long.
So if it was going to have like PS5 specific haptic stuff, I have it configured correctly on my end, for whatever that's worth, but...
It's not gonna fit. You better be careful. Don't get it stuck. What? I'm just saying. It won't fit in there. Famous last words.
I am still concerned that we have gotten turned around.
Now, famous last word is I can fit in there. I can fit in there. And that's the last thing he ever said.
Shit.
And no one ever saw him again. Nope.
I feel like more and more games... Okay, yeah, so here's this thing we walked up last time. So we fell in a weird... How the fuck?
Hey, easy.
Because I turned around and walked back this way. I must have fallen in a weird way and fallen down too many...
Come on, we're dying. Let me get small enough now. Oh my gosh, how did I get? Come on.
No, that's what it was. Is we looked at this and I said, wait, is this back where we started? And went the wrong way. That's what happened. It feels like more and more games are supporting the PlayStation 5, like the DualSense haptics stuff on PC. And it's been, as someone who's been using a PlayStation controller on PC for
Bungie now,
I guess a little while here. I don't know, like a year, something like that.
Oh, you're in the middle of... Go ahead.
2 years?
Thank you.
I'm...
You can't talk.
Oh, yeah, okay, no, this is... Okay.
Computer can do that.
We go marvel at this dude some more. Do you generally need to be wired for the DualSense features on PC? I think so. I am always wired, so I don't know. I'm always wired, man. So I don't know, but that is, I remember in the early days of PS5 haptics on PC, there was like games were saying, hey, you need to be plugged in for it to work. I'm not sure if that's still the case.
What, the exercise? Yeah, that's bad. I don't do that. Aha! Found it. Good job. Yeah. Someone wants some attention.
Just fall again, man. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So we did the thing he told us not to do when we got lost in the woods.
Alright, watch out. Daddy just made his coffee. Watch out here. I know. Alright. Watch out.
Let's have to look and see if there's a...
Alright, go. Okay. Love you. Oh my god, did you hear that? He said it. Seriously. I got him. I got you now, motherfucker. You didn't hear that, hush. Wasn't even talking to you. Well, stop listening.
Oh, is the
Well,
is
yeah,
close.
stop
Okay,
listening.
so it's not- okay. Is that right? That's where the...
Oh, well.
Because I watched them. You've never had kids.
Oh.
It's bleeding, Dad. No, wait. No, there's blood. There's blood, Dad.
It's bleeding.
You said there was a bathroom at the light. Oh no, that's not a light.
No,
That's just
because
a
if you got
sign.
kids right there, you know it's not.
And then we're trying
Obviously,
to get to the
it's
castle,
not
which I think is up
that.
that way.
She was
I'm kind
singing.
of. I
No,
can't
I'm
really see it from
literally,
here,
I'm
so.
copying her. It's
No, no, Dad. There's blood.
There's blood. Blood, Dad.
I'm in a
Let's go see
raid,
what's up with this
baby.
fucking bear
I'm in a
over here, I
raid.
guess.
You're gonna have to wait 1 minute. Daddy's raiding.
Dad.
I know.
But there's blood, Dad.
They've done a really good job with the camera of like giving you
Hey,
a good way to see
you're gonna
this
ruin
fucking
your
guy's
shirt.
feet
I love you, but that,
when you
yeah,
need to
stop.
see this
That's
guy's
too much.
feet.
You're gonna
And
stretch
sometimes
it
you just
out.
need to see this fucking guy's feet.
Yep. There's blood, Dad. Dad.
No.
You know, Jeff said he was gonna quit playing this game. I think it was a half hour ago.
What was even funnier is like the way he made it sound. Made it sound all like serious.
That's before you knew he was a
Crazy fucker.
what do you call it?
Yeah.
No, there's a name for that.
Liar.
Is it? Yeah, I think that compulsive.
Compulsive
I
liar.
did not know that was
And
true,
like,
but
no.
yeah, because no, I thought it was more like lying about shit you did.
No.
Or like, no, it's just lying to tell stories.
I don't feel like I have a really good
And they
place
used to
plant
call
the
it fish
second
story.
foot
And then I was
here.
like, oh no, I remember when I was a kid,
Oh.
they used to
No,
tell.
there is there's a medical diagnosis.
There's people that really do, like
are
they tell
compulsive,
stories,
yeah,
dude.
but like no, a compulsive
So liar,
lie.
yeah.
And that's when you're
shit.
lying about
Okay.
anything and everything and things that don't even make any
They
difference.
sense that you would lie about.
Like,
Why
yeah,
the fuck would you lie
and
about
like
that?
I remember like
See, you net stretched out. It's right.
like no,
Good girl.
it sound like straight up child abuse.
It's his head, isn't it?
Watched it and
Got him.
No.
Got him.
An X button prompt
It's on tape.
appeared.
We got him.
it's on tape.
I saved it. I saved it to desktop,
Probably would
bro.
have been like maybe you
I
wake
sa-
him
I
wake
saved
his
it to
fucking
the
ass up.
desktop.
And,
You're a dumbass.
well, I don't know. We're on the
Real
other
life.
side now. Oh.
Whatever you joke, but people get canceled all the time, dude. It's not funny.
You still kind of kick your legs here.
About that. Yeah. All right, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. I'm getting my ass wonked over here.
Ultimately, it feels very tricky to swim against this current
These amigos over here
in any kind of successful way.
on the east side. Just whooping me.
So I just have to hope he catches, or what? What is the? Or am I just riding all the way down now? This can I? There we go. You stupid ass.
Wrong button. Gas pedal, bro. Gas pedal, bro. Oh, you want some? Oh, she's got a bat. Run her down. Oh, I almost got her.
Okay, so this is the other side of this. Okay. Maybe the X button prompted was as I was falling. There's like whatever this cup is or something down here. Maybe it was to pick that up. And not something with the bear.
I think we just gotta wait till they spawn, man.
No. Either way, we made it to the other side.
Come on, check. Do something else. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
People asking what do I think about virtual hide glide? I don't know. I like hide glide. I like original hide glide quite a bit. We ranked that on the NES, and I was pleasantly surprised by how cool hide glide is. And virtual hide glide obviously has its like pedigree. You know, if you like golf. Oh, this seems like a fucker. Can I, like, wait a minute. Like, if you look at, am I expected to somehow?
Yeah, I can't see, man. That's not cool. They get right in the way.
Those gaps look too far for this guy's fucking legs.
Give me them chips.
Oh, okay, that hurt.
Give me that money.
But I guess we can get to the top of this thing a little bit right here, maybe. If you're live and you're just joining us, this is, what is this? This is Baby Steps. It's on Steam. It's $20. Okay, well, now we're up here.
Give me that grip.
Okay, that structure over there, I seem to remember, like, I feel like we're heading in the right direction. I usually have okay direction in games and don't get all turned around, but I don't know. Definitely an area of the game where they expect you to get all turned around. Here's a clearing. Maybe we can kind of, okay, there it is. Right? That shiny bit over there.
Dude, I disagree with this part.
Okay, so much like in that first area, there was the cup. I guess there are multiple objects to find.
Hey, I'll have that now.
Couldn't get that car. Where'd he go? I gotta get back in the war zone for a minute here. There's the car gone, the car is gone.
I wish there was a little less haze in this game. Just to, you know, it's, I don't know, that's the point of it, right? Is it's supposed to be a little difficult to make out until you're on top of it, but... We'll get in there the easy way. Yes, my promise to Marino is to climb these steps.
Nate.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, Nate! Oh my God, what a coincidence!
Are you?
No. I just coming down from up the tower. Are you about to head up?
Oh, I was thinking about it. Yeah, I was gonna.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
What?
This one was a disappointment.
Nothing up there?
It's just a dead end. You go up. That's it. You go down. Boring.
Oh, okay.
See you later.
All right.
Hooroo.
Ooh.
Real evil of these fuckers to leave you turned to the wrong way after that cutscene.
Oh, you're going up after all?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm Nate, and I'm in. I was gonna.
I thought I told you there's nothing up there.
I'm sure there's a beautiful view or something worthwhile up there.
Maybe some days, not today. It looks cloudy.
Is there any equipment or maybe?
There might have been, yeah. Not. It just hasn't been replenished. I was sort of expecting this like a little star on my map, so I thought something good has to be up here, but there's not. There's just nothing.
This all
Like,
you
what's
giving
up there though?
Nothing. It's just nothing.
There's a tower.
Yeah, that's it.
What? When you get to the top of the tower, what's there?
It's like a top of a tower. Just a stony square.
Just a little bit. It feels like there's something up there you don't want me to see.
There's nothing.
Oh. How long did it take you?
A couple of minutes.
Oh.
Save yourself some time. Go somewhere good.
Okay.
Maybe I'll catch you at the next one.
All right.
Now, the funny thing for them to do here is, is that you do get up here and there is actually jack shit up there. That he's just 100% right. Like, like that's the double reverse, right? Because you're like, oh, well, clearly there's got to be something up here. But between them acknowledging and him saying, like, well, you sound like you want me to not go up there, then I assume there's nothing up here. And it's going to be a fucking extreme pain in the ass to get there on top of that.
Yeah, them my ducats now.
I wonder if that one's gonna sneak up on me while I'm shooting this one.
Okay.
Alright, that was the last
Oh,
time.
that camera angle's a little too much.
That's
That's probably why it was so tough.
A little closer, a little too close. Look at the feet, a little too much. A little too much. Oh, fuck you. Are you kidding me? Shit. Okay. I thought that would be it. I thought that would trigger a fall. But this is not high enough? How? Okay, no, it is. That's weird. Weird that I was not able to do that. Oh, it's because his knees are in the way.
I smoke because it gives me knowledge.
But this, there's no way I'm getting up that. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's the little little ledge right here. There.
I control the hood.
And now they're going to make me really get out there over the edge.
So it's at Grove Street controls the hood.
Like that. Oh,
no,
shit.
it's hard.
Okay.
It
No.
can kill you, dude. Not hard, but yeah, there's times like it'd be frustrating.
Yeah, I need to do that.
yeah, back to story mode.
How much more of this fucking tower is there? Too much.
Oh no, look, you keep your game for a little while.
I think the only reason I'm enjoying climbing heights, like, you know, the Firewatch tower earlier,
Oh, Sydney.
Yeah.
is the implied promise that I will be able to fling this fucking idiot off of it afterwards.
No, she played her game for a little bit, and then you know, did something. Yeah, went there, got her tablet, and lay down in bed. Izzy's in there.
Right.
Oh, I can show you.
Oh, fuck.
Careful.
Okay, so it looks like we're just going straight up for a while.
Yeah, you, careful. She keeps taking that juice pouch,
let's
that
get
Capri Sun, and blowing it back up.
Let's get foot cam going here.
Did she get you already?
She was like, I got you a drink number.
Yeah, that's her thing.
I
Today.
looked.
That was new today.
I actually remember, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do.
Yeah. She brought it to me today. She's like,
remember.
look, Dad. Oh, you tricked me. Then I told her to go get her brother. She was laughing.
Okay. This is troubling.
Sorry, I gotta take my artificial girlfriend out on a date. Or, you know, my meter goes down.
Hope your mom's a mechanic, Mom.
My love bar.
Am I overthinking this? Can I just...
Oh.
You smashed the G-Rod, chump.
Nope. I go that way.
Okay. You're toast, bro. Now you're toast.
Ah, shit.
You're toast. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Well, see, that was worth it, right?
Where'd you go, bro?
Just fuck this guy.
They get focused on the car.
What's up?
What's happening, baby?
Take me for a drive, player.
Cool, baby girl.
Through your hat. Ain't it great round here?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I am completely worthless, don't you think?
Wow.
I didn't give up. But I heard you had to take your girlfriend out.
Oh, it's almost 1. I gotta head out at 1 either way. So we probably will not
Gotta make
see
up.
the top of this tower today.
No.
I don't know, man. I guess, like, I'm having a better time with it than I did playing it last night. But I still just, I don't know. The writing in this really rubs me the wrong way.
It's making
and I know
fun of
that's like
gamers.
such a not, you know,
And
maybe not a
but
key
it's like
focal
that.
point here.
Remember that
But
Seth
there's just
Rogen
a-
humor? Kind of like non-humor or whatever. Like, yeah.
You know, like you.
Like that aspect.
It is
of
a
the game.
different though, you know, Pineapple Express or whatever that, you know, that kind of like.
And it's made it very hard to care. Like I said,
Self-aware.
I don't feel
humor. I
invested
don't
in
know
any
what
part
you
of
call
this.
it. Loser humor.
Like it feels very easy to walk away from. But but playing it here for a couple hours here, like I do. It feels like for the game they're making, they did a really good job of like stuff like this. You know, like they're really good about how they handle the feet placement And for the most part, the camera angles they give you to do this stuff
You think I'm
successfully,
special, don't you?
like that stuff, they really kind of nailed it. Like, I definitely feel more now in control of the proceedings after messing with it a bit. Like, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, no, there's definitely, you know,
I always been into gangbangers.
I'm listening.
there's a curve to this for sure. Like, there is a slow and careful and smart way to play this, if that's how you want to do it.
Me round here.
And, you know, having scenarios like this where that's clearly what you need to be doing is nice. I don't know. Like, I feel like if I had not been making a bunch of, like, very rapid progress early on of just like, okay, yeah, the walking part of it is not especially challenging. Like, I feel like if I, you know, if the whole game was this, that would be a bummer. But having, you know, good sections of like, okay, no, you're just
Oh
jamming
man,
up
come
these
on,
fucking
you're
steps,
matching
jamming up
speed
these
with
rocks,
me,
fucking
man.
just go.
I want to open a beauty
Like,
shop
having
one day.
that
I'm listening.
that pace be a lot of the game, I think really helps. Like, I would not, if that had not been the rest of the game, I don't think I would feel at all inspired to try this again, you know.
Look at this dump. I always wanted to be special, BJ.
Oh god, oh gosh, here we go, here we go, here we go.
So, like, for the thing they're making, like, I think that they really did a good job of coming up with a control scheme that has like a surprising amount of nuance to it, you know.
Maybe you need to take me to Liberty City.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's supposed to increase the fun.
And having the falls occasionally feel like they are lightly biased in your favor. You know, like this guy will occasionally just clamber up in such a way that you are over an obstacle that you were trying to get over. You're like, oh, okay. I just fell over it, you know? Like, I think that ends up kind of working out to this game's benefit. Not that there isn't, like, opportunity for, like, huge heartbreak or whatever if you're, you know, like, trying to do some shit, but I guess, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not really into the whole, here's a game whose entire appeal is watching people who are streaming it, like, overact and scream and cry when they fall.
What? Jeff. What are you trying to say?
Like, you know.
No, I swear to God, it's like doctor, it's like Father Define's homilies. Like, sometimes I just feel like he's talking to me, dude. Like, how is he talking to me?
And I like that you can kind of wig out on the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go dump on some busters. Come on.
Okay,
This place
you wanna
is
shoot shit? That's
revolting.
fine by me.
Ain't it great round here, CJ?
Be a real ground humper.
Can you take me home now? You've been to Liberty, huh?
Anyway, this baby steps. It's $20.
Hello, wonderful person. This is Anton, and today.
What?
No, just
How about a little coffee?
We're going to discuss some of the recent discoveries in
You ain't
regards.
got no VD or
Yeah,
nothing, do you,
no,
bitch?
it's not.
like it's just not fair.
It's not fair.
and it's
Yeah.
so to have to.
But it's a real thing.
But it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
That's just
To
real.
one of
There's
the biggest
talent. Whatever
mysteries in
whatever you want to call
astronomy.
ability,
The mystery we
talent,
see behind me, referred to as
genetics,
orcs.
whatever you want to
Odd
call it.
radio.
It's a real.
And it's
I can remember one time. It was like in a government's class. But no, even the founding fathers were talking about that when they were thinking about the country and the Constitution. But basically, like, it's undeniable that people are born unequal,
yeah.
but they're still born equal in certain area. Like, but yeah, no, it's a whole thing. Like, we've known about it for a long time. Like, yeah, you can't. We're not blank slates. We're not. And it's not fair.
And it's
Yeah.
not anyone's fault. Like, no, this is literally just. There's no hugs looking at one of my kids with like 97%. Then thinking about, the little girl. It's just not. No, like, the kid that has a 97%, like, he doesn't even look like he's paying attention. Kind of like zoning out.
I remember when that started with me because I was always one of the smart kids until about 6th, 7th grade.
When you got to start doing work.
When you got, and I would have been all right if I would have done the work. But at the same time, there were still kids that didn't have to do the work.
And just kind of.
They knew the periodic table. They knew, and then I wasn't one of those kids. And that was one of the first times where I wasn't one of the smart kids.
You met
Wall. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, some of those kids didn't, and yeah, it was a lot smaller group than it had been before. But there was still some people that didn't have to, and supposedly it goes all the way up, dude. There's some freaky people. Yeah. That it's not, or what? Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
It's halfway true where that shit ain't fair.
That's not the mention.
And then when you
okay?
add the environmental trauma on top of that, dude,
Kick some ass.
it's so difficult to learn. I don't care what you want to call it, Maslow or all that, but when you're in a fugue state, when you're in that zombie survival, god dang it, wrong button. When you're in that survival state, just something's different, dude.
I didn't sell you this,
Then
right?
when you feel good, and you feel loved, and you feel so.
Yeah. I just looked at myself. Oh my god. Like, that's just not even fair. Like, that's not.
The choice of the professional.
Yeah.
You know. Or even like the difference in, like, there's one little boy, like, he's absent a lot.
See you again soon.
But, like, he's above average smart. So he can get caught up real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, his grade might not be great. Might just be fear of turning homework.
Yeah.
But in general, like, you don't worry about it.
No, he can still just skate by and be okay.
At least for now.
For now, but he'll hit a wall eventually.
But, but then there's other kids that it's like.
They can't do that, dude.
Detrimental to them.
No.
Like, it will set them back weeks.
If they miss a
single
section.
day.
Yeah.
No, a single day.
Yeah.
Can make the difference in something quick. And I was like, that's not fair.
And I think one of the things, side talk change, you can't look at the car in this game. You got to look in front of your car. But like, you naturally want to look at your car. I probably did in learning it. But yeah, you want to look at your car, dude. That's why I'm playing the game, so I can look, Can't look at the car. Can't look at your character when you play a video game. You gotta look at the enemy. Yeah. Like, well, shit, dude.
You swole as shit, man.
Thanks, I've been lifting a lot of weight.
No, Jeff was just talking about people streaming games. Where is that? And overreacting. And I was literally streaming Jeff's podcast today while I played a video game. Overreacting to Jeff. being a gaming snob. Overreacting. Because I fell down. I'm a shut-in. I really can't talk. You know that, right? I can't talk conversationally. That's fucking me up with my son, actually. Well, you have to practice that shit. You can't just... My new excuse is I'm on the spectrum. It's because I'm undiagnosed.
You might be.
That's the new thing they say.
No, you might be. I mean, that's possible. My kids. Mom, you walk on your tiptoes. I think you're on the spectrum.
What? Really? That's good. I like that, though.
Mom, why you walking on your tiptoes? I'm like, I don't know. I just do that. Maybe ballet. They're like, no.
Yeah.
That's a sign of autism, Mom.
I heard a new one today, and it was actually... Oh, it was actually a pretty good take on it, but like... Oh, ouch, bastard. Like it wasn't a disease. His deal's like, yeah, you know, it's a disorder or whatever, but not like a disease like,
Yeah.
you know, people live with. And there's different degrees. And yeah, there's some degrees of autism that's debilitating.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. No.
But then there's some forms where like people are just socially awkward. Like, you know.
I met some of those kids. I've had some of those kids in my class.
So that's the new argument with that, you know. It's not a, you know, as much as drug addiction is a disease, maybe, or something, you know.
No, because I actually had a soldier. Pretty sure
it was a little autistic.
It was a little autistic.
Yep.
But she was a good soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And like, no, she was awkward as fuck.
Yep.
But like, I always tried to tell her, I was like, dude, I would take you over.
So like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I wonder, and nowadays, like they said Forrest Gump was retarded, but you could almost say, like, no, he was autistic.
Yeah, and like, and you know, she couldn't be a leader per se.
Yeah.
But then I always told her, I was like, dude, I would take you
give me some love, homie.
over half
I ain't
of these
riding that bucket,
motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, don't let them, because you know, she was awkward.
Oh, yeah.
So of course they'd make fun of her.
Forrest Gump's the perfect soldier.
I know, but I was like, dude, you're like, no, pass PT tests, like, no, just like Forrest Gump. Like, no, she could do what she was told to do, and she would do it, you know, to the best of her abilities. But like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she was.
But yeah, just awkward, bro.
Just awkward, like awkward.
Girls, they used to beat that shit out of you back in the day.
Yeah, till.
No, they beat that shit out of you.
Till Full Metal Jacket.
No, I think that was one or the other. But back then, like more people had guns, so if they weren't scared of people popping as much back then. Cause yeah, they'd cool hand Luke you, dude. They'd send you out to the farm, bro.
Yeah.
Like they could break. They weren't as scared, you know. Like schools were full of. They weren't scared of kids. When I was going to school, they weren't scared of us.
Yeah.
None of them people were scared. And it was slowly going that way, I think, in the 80s. But at least in my realm, those teachers were not scared of us at all.
No.
So.
Now teachers are only scared of them because of, you know, cancel culture. Cancel your ass.
I shouldn't have eaten that taco.
You can't do anything. I told you, it's just kidding. What, that Charlie Kirk shit, Mom? It was the same thing. It was the same people. So yeah, it don't matter, dude. It's getting bad. It just
It's fucking retarded.
doesn't matter what side you're on, what you say. You just don't want to be out, dude. That's the only thing that matters right now.
You like them voluptuous, eh?
You don't want to catch your side on the other, catch yourself on the other side of the mob. That's most important right now. It doesn't matter who the fucking mob is. It's just the mob. Like, and nobody's gonna help you, and you can't blame them, dude. That's when it started happening to all those conservative artists and all that blah blah blah. They were all bummed that people like, yeah, well, you have to, Ed, same way, you Jim. We're all grown-ups, dude. When that mob is outside your motherfucking house, bro, it's like when you're getting evicted, you can't expect your neighbors to all of a sudden,
Telling me to lose some weight.
especially when you ain't paid the rent.
Yeah.
So, but not saying that's right, but yeah, it's getting that way to where people are fucking scared, dude. Everybody's scared of the crowd. And then on social media, and nowadays it is canceled. They've learned how to cancel people, dude. It's not just calling your boss; it's calling everybody that knows you. But
I think like too, I wonder if that, like, Miss Johnson thing.
Mom, I'm recording my
Oh, I
shit.
didn't know.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't know.
but it's all right. But no, it's the same shit though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. It's cancer, and that's always been around. Karen trying to get people fired. That's all, and that's but that's become a culture. But then we know that's not new because we were all forced to read, at least you kids that stayed in school, the Scarlet Letter
Yeah.
and the Salem witch trials, and we were all no. So cancel culture. Oh, and the French Revolution getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! You be careful. You go do that. You bounce on one leg. Nice. Almost bedtime, beautiful girl.
Yeah.
Hey, tell your sister 5 minutes. Denise, I can't keep this up with you, lady. No, she's needy, bro. And then she makes me take her dancing, which is a little mini game.
Hey, how are you?
Hey there, girl.
Don't do
I
it,
want to go
Denise.
out dancing, punk, now.
I'm down with that.
Did you hear that? Just checking. Making sure you heard it too. That's all. I'm starting to see the code now. Right here on the corner. Oh, no. God. I only see code now. I don't even see the cars.
Cool round here. Take me away from all this.
Uh-huh.
You disrespecting the lady, huh?
I like coming here better
Ah,
than
hey,
there.
I know. You be careful, baby. It's almost bedtime. It's in that night. Personal
Had such
best,
a good
bro.
time in there. Maybe you need to take me to Liberty City.
Yeah.
I'm too high for this shit. Ooh.
We're here, Tim! A preschool for slow children? You're the new teacher, Tim! Special Needs Cop. It's the story of a psychotic ex-Marine showing tough love to special ed kids. One of you tards has been
You
running
hear this?
Peruvian flakes for the special ed school, and I'm gonna find it. No juice and cookies!
You know you suck, Tim.
But soon, he becomes one of...
Son that couldn't drive.
Oh, CJ.
Special Needs Cop. He had a lot to learn. This film cannot be rated.
Wow, that's terrible. No wonder our studios are surrounded by protests.
How could anybody find that offensive?
I ain't just some
It's
hood rat,
appalling.
CJ.
Your insensitive portrayal of disabled people makes me physically sick. And the idea of you calling someone slow-witted is, frankly, laughable.
Hold on. Drugs are a problem throughout all of society, and I fight them by any means necessary.
Yeah, but you use drugs.
No. I'd rather die than use drugs. I use steroids and some recreational.
How about a little
I
coffee?
got the funds for it. You know, I got the money.
Yeah. Don't you think you're just a little
I
out
hope
of
you
touch?
clean, bitch.
Whoa, yeah. I'm rich and I work in Vinewood, okay? I'm touch. Action, weightlifting, and killing foreigners. That never goes out of style, Dex. My last film, okay, Loincloth, about a wrestler who's dropped into Thailand, and I saved the world by teabagging the bad guys.
I never understood
That's a
the phrase
spiritual
meaning
picture.
the
That's love
Oh,
teabagging.
CJ,
That
I
stuff ain't out of
love
style.
you.
Things are more sensitive now.
I was affected, all right, when Ho Chi got hurt and exploded. I mean, I thought it was time to do something, a film that made a difference.
But Ho Chi was a character. Exploder was a movie.
Right. And I was there, and I should have killed them all. Don't push me, Dex. I'll give you a war you won't believe. That look in your eye, right here, right now.
Okay, Jack. All I'm saying is you launching missiles from a special wheelchair and killing innocent civilians is somewhat insensitive.
There's never any innocent civilians in life. If the Reds roll down the street right now, what are you gonna do?
I'll see you a couple more times.
That's mine.
Oh, bedtime for babies. Hey, come pick a book. Oh.
WCTR.
Have you heard the #1 gardening show in San Andreas? If not, here's what you're missing.
Well, why don't you just go buy your vegetables at the grocery store then, you sycophants? God, I just don't understand people.
You go to hell.
Well, screw you too, Mom. See if you're ever on the show again. Next caller.
Yeah, what's that plant that blooms every 12 years? Is 8 foot high and smells like hell? I want to plant one on my ex-wife's lawn.
It's called Amorphophallus titania. God, I love to say that. Amorphophallus titania. The sound of it gives me a redwood in my khakis. If I come back as a superhero, I want to be called that. It's Amorphophallus titanium, the rare botanical wonder. See his 8-foot protrusion as he pollinates on everyone.
But why does it stink so bad?
It's about marking your territory, my man. You don't mark your territory, do you? You should try it. Pee on the front door of your office. Just see if anybody thinks of coming near you.
Okay, I would try that. Thank you so much for the advice, Maurice.
Oh, I'm here to help, sailor.
Gardening with Maurice, only on WCTR.
It's me. Tomorrow, I will dream in green, yellow oceans and froth on the beach. It's me. I'm an individual. What is love? It's me. Beauty, meaning, and light. I need designer perfume. It's me. Shine. Buy Helmet Shine. Helmet Shine is a fantasy. Helmet Shine is a spectacle. Helmet Shine is you. If you desire, I'm an individual. What is love? The space between your ears. Meaning, advertising. People on beaches. Shine. Let the children die. Tomorrow, I'm the white rabbit. I dream in black and white. Shine. Own a mystic fury. It's me. You're beautiful. That's enough. Shine. Buy Helmet Shine.
Coming up next, the most mind-numbing thing since the lobotomy. Entertaining America.
This week on Entertaining America, Richard Goblin, one man's triumphant return to cock. The Sherman Octuplets, a Venturis man says he's slept with them all. Plus, noise, speed, danger, cursing, and patriotism finally come together this weekend at the All-America Drunk Driving Cup. Hi from Vinewood, you're on Entertaining America with me, Billy Dexter, bringing you everything that is important in culture and entertainment, if there is a difference between the two, from the heart of entertainment in America, Vinewood, San Andreas. You with me, the Dex. Wanted to call the show Stack the Dex, but not yet. Kiflum. Anyway, great. Big show for you this week. Controversy, they'll be giving me a Pulitzer. Anyway, today, we've got some great guests. First up, we speak to troubled action hero Jack Howitzer. Then we have a live phone link up with a very special guest, a modern-day Lazarus, a man back from the grave, now making it as an extra in major motion pictures. Then, I will...
Underwear is overrated, man.
Hey, man, see you later, dog. Have some fun with that.
This is the first time, like normally when he's sick, he is up in his room and he is like frantically trying to get out. He is trying to get out of that room constantly. Why can't I come down? And this time he was just like, nah, I'm just chilling up here. I'm just hanging out.
Them white boys had me
I'm
on
just
crystal
scribbling
meth.
in my little book here. He was up there drawing hearts, which was very
Stupid ass
funny.
Uncle Rose.
Dex, pleasure. Yeah. So your movies Exploder and Annihilator got America through some tough times, and I was also a huge fan of 0 Seconds to Death
Thank
Time.
you, thank you.
But many say your new film has gone too far.
No, this is a romantic comedy with drama. It's got action. It's got a heart. That's what's most important, I think.
Okay, well, let's take a listen to the trailer.
All right, let's roll that. He was a man at war with himself, fighting a war that someone else lost. It's over, Tim! The war's over! It's never over! You've seen him wipe out millions of Cambodians in Exploder. Now, Jack Howitzer is Tim in his most challenging role yet. We're here, Tim! A preschool for slow children? You're the new teacher, Tim! Special needs cop. It's the story of a psychotic ex-Marine showing tough love to special ed kids. One of you tards has been running Peruvian flake through the special ed school, and I'm gonna find it. No juice and cookies!
You really suck, Tim.
But soon, he becomes one of them.
What is this?
That's teacher's gun. You want to see it? Cool. Oh, you gone and shot yourself. Way to go! He was finally beginning to live a normal life. Then, all hell breaks loose.
Tim, you're so stupid. You count with your fingers.
You want to party with me? Bring it on! Tim, what are you doing?
Hey everybody, this is Perch. I recently did a video talking about DC sales numbers and does the absolute universe actually cannibalize the main line and everything else. It was somebody wrote a mail. It was in response to a video that Wes from Thinking Critical did. The mail was responding to that, and then I was asked for my opinion. My opinion differed from Wes's. If you go back and listen to that video, though, what you won't hear is me going, yeah, that son of a bitch grifter over there, Wes, or any of that. It was just kind of a respectful disagreement. And I didn't call him out at all, by the way. I just here's another way to look at the numbers. This is kind of my analysis of it. I'm not even sure I've mentioned him by name. But one of the things I truly do despise about kind of the internet community and kind of what it's all become. And I say this on two fronts. One, it's personally annoying. And two, it's like seizing defeat from the jaws of victory in the sense that, the tattling that goes on. By the way, not just within the fans, also within the creators, because I will get calls and I will get night letters at times whenever I mention, like if I mention Zach on this channel, I will get a mail like, you shouldn't mention this guy, or and sometimes Wes as well. And it's like, I get it, but also I don't get it, actually. I understand the point people try to make, like, well, these guys complain about comics, we associate with that. I get that. On the other hand, for a hobby that is meant to be a little bit more intellectual than, say, movies, we have to read things. You have to read words. You have continuity that spans decades. You have kind of a wealth of knowledge here. Are we really all just saying that we're incapable of kind of being able to say, hey, here's two people who can be friendly with each other and have different opinions, and that's okay? I mean, really? And I understand in light of the Kirk thing, this cuts a little deeper at the moment. But come on, we really, what does it benefit us to say, I don't know, what? How does that help anything? I mean, aren't we stronger in comics? Should we have a kind of united front of, hey, we all think very differently about comics, but we all love them. And so here's two very, very different opinions. And by the way, this is the most benign difference I had. Here's two very, very different opinions, but we both love comics, and that's what we're united by. That's number one. The second is the tattling. I am not joking, I got a message, an email from somebody going, hey, if you call him out, I let him know that you called him out. I'm like, okay, I didn't call him out. I didn't call him by name. I didn't do a blind item like somebody, I won't mention who, is a dumbass.
Let's see if he gets through the video.
I talk boring sales numbers.
He's successful.
Why do you do that? Why do you people do that? And honestly, some bigger names, some people who sometimes show up on these shows, play these kinds of games. They slide into someone's DMs with hey, did you see this over here? I don't know. Like what are you, a middle school girl who's fighting over Labubus? What is that is the level of maturity here. Just let me handle my own business and let Wes handle his own business. Comically, I talked to Wes on Sunday, just a couple days ago, 3 days ago, and asked about families, asked about our kids. These are not. We're not two enemies. Stop being a dick and trying to stir up trouble. Okay. Anyway, that's this little lead in. 3 minutes, too many minutes on that. I want to talk Longshot. So Longshot, this is what a segue. Right. We're just going. There's no gentle segue from one place to another. Longshot as a character, I loved. Now, part of it was my introduction to Art Adams, and his limited series was great. It was a sense of sci-fi. It was very different from Marvel at the time. I love the art. I love the kind of this character and this idea. It felt like a really big idea, and it was really, really enjoyable.
It was out there at the time.
And then they brought Longshot into the X-Men, and Longshot as a character was very much a product of the 80s. There's been a lot of adjustment if you get into the 90s and then kind of what they've done the last decade or so, where you have, you've got Shatterstar, and Peter David did some stuff with him.
Longshot was Joe Dirt
in
before
X
he was Joe
Factor,
Dirt.
and you had kind of
When
Longshot
he was
become a
still
freedom
cool.
fighter. You've had this character kind of evolve.
Longshot, you remember that
I would
character
say
at all?
fairly aimlessly.
But yeah.
In the last 10 to 15
But he was
years,
literally
just
Joe
the character
Dirt
pops
before
up, and it's
Joe Dirt.
I don't know. It feels confusing
he's
what
got
is even going on
mullet,
there. But
spiky hair.
Longshot
he
in
literally-
the 80s when he was introduced, I think he had a pretty cool sci-fi story. We're introduced to Rita and Spiral and Mojo and kind of that whole world.
Oh.
And then Claremont got his hands on it, and Longshot came in to the X-Men during kind of a broken period for them. This was during the kind of mutant massacre days into Fall of the Mutants, where the mutants went into Siege Perilous, and kind of the world thought they were dead, and they were kind of expelled to the outback. And Longshot quickly got into a relationship with Dazzler at that time. And I love the character. I thought there was so much the character could do. And kind of where I thought the character could go is the background is, Longshot really had he's kind of a made human in a sense. Bred to be kind of part of Mojo's entertainment empire. So, there's questions of, did he have a soul? And, the definition of mutant got kind of warped a little bit there. But he was also innocent. And so the idea of bringing a character like that in during a pretty dark time in the X-Men's past, I mean, you had said that you had the Mutant Massacre, you had Inferno, you had all these kind of very destructive moments happening where Longshot was, naive and innocent, like, here's a butterfly, while you got Wolverine going on. It was kind of a classic, it's a juxtaposition. You have Havoc and you have Colossus both descending.
I'm using
you have Dazzler, who had been kind of a one-note character, but now she's trying to find herself, and she has a level of insecurity and everything else.
Clips.
It wound up being, I think, a pretty great
to try to
addition in that
convey
moment. But my hope for that character was always that,
message,
you'd
but not a
have these
I don't know.
moments where he would,
it be?
like a child growing into teen adulthood,
whatever
have these
you're trying to
grim moments
express.
of kind of the weight of the world on his shoulders. Every now and then they gave Longshot something to do where he,
How you see
he
the
would,
world?
have to fight against kind of unstoppable odds, and it would be really rough at that time period.
Kayfabe video
And
today about
it was.
it was this comic book
You
creator,
got a
but no,
deeper
it was-
sense of
it
kind
was
of the
scary
fall
shit,
of
dude.
innocence, the fall of kind of this
Like
naive
underground shit. Like, it
worldview
wasn't child,
that Longshot had.
whatever you want to.
And
it was
those were always
grotesque,
nice, but
dude.
Claremont would always then reset him back, which I think kind of leads me to say I think Claremont
But yeah, the guy
didn't
had to get
use
it
the
out.
character
Yeah,
well.
he
I think
wasn't a
Claremont,
serial killer. Like, that would
Longshot
be
was
the
very much
argument,
product of
right?
the 80s. He had dress of the
If he went
80s. He had
and had
haircut
pen
of the
and paper,
80s. He paired him up
he
with
might end up
Dazzler, and I thought that was a good pairing. It was a little
grabbing
bit too
some
much on the
poor
nose. We
fucking
got
kid,
two
dude.
kind of music
Who
or
knows?
music
Who
dressed kind of
But yeah,
80s people
pretty dark shit.
who were paired up. And didn't really explore that
when
relationship
comic book
beyond,
geeks are sitting there
he was
getting,
kind of a boy toy for her. And,
little
it
creeped
just
out by
it
shit,
didn't
then
that
it's
relationship
pretty.
didn't have the depth it could have had. And in the
Shit.
end, it felt like Claremont
yeah, that's
really
why.
didn't
That's why
have
it's
anything to
when
do with the character.
we got to figure
Or
out
he
what
didn't
puzzle
have
that
any
goes
kind
to.
of bigger ideas. He was more interested
Oh, it's
in
your Peppa Pig
several of the
puzzle.
other characters he was
Okay,
writing.
and you know what else
And
it is?
Longshot got, to a large
Bedtime.
extent, kind of the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
He was,
We
he was
we will
relegated to
later.
kind of background
I
comic
love
relief
you.
at
Go get in
times,
bed.
and missed out on this opportunity to say, you got this guy who's this, media produced warrior for another planet. He is out of his time, out of his world. He is, completely has no knowledge. He has a mind of a child to some extent. And kind of these realizations are going to hit him harder than others. But other than contrasting kind of darker elements of the X-Men at the time, they really didn't do anything with the character. And then in later years, Longshot kind of would pop up every now and then. They had a couple moments where it's like, no, now he's a freedom fighter and he's grown up and and all that. They would toy around a Dazzler, but then they seemed to kind of lose interest in that as a relationship as well.
Oh, dude.
And so, it just never became what it would be. But I feel like we talk about kind of missed opportunities, and often we talk about newer characters in the Marvel Universe. But Longshot was a character in the 80s that kind of never really got off the launch pad a bit.
Personification of trying to
wound
force
up
a
becoming
character
kind of an experiment that,
because
would never lived up to his potential. And I think it exposes, I love Chris Claremont. I love the X-Men. I think this is an example of where his writing
try to get
sometimes
Taylor
doesn't
Swift,
land.
I think, to do a
because
Dazzler
he was so hung up in kind of the tropes and other things he was bringing to the
And
title
so that
that
didn't work,
he really didn't know how to.
she was
what
smart
to
enough
do
to know,
with
like,
Longshot.
yeah, what
Part of the problem may
fuck,
be,
no.
and I think people have forgotten a little bit of this fact.
Oh, no, it's a
Longshot, the
superhero.
limited series, is actually done by Anna
She's a singer.
Chris Claremont
She's a
later
pop
took
star.
character for the X-Men, and like I said, I just was an interesting
And it just
character. I always
hasn't worked.
liked the character, as a fun
Hasn't.
character. Didn't.
And they
not much
thought it
happened
would
with
work,
the
They
character.
thought they were
And
geniuses.
then ultimately, they did
bunch
do a
of old guys
storyline
in
where
suits and ties and
Longshot
collared
and
button-up
Dazzler
shirts
go
and
off
ties
to,
thought they were
as I mentioned
fucking
before, become
geniuses.
freedom fighters. He's a little bit
And
older.
it's like 50
Dazzler
years
has a
later,
child, or at
dude,
least is pregnant.
and you're still talking
For a long time, they kind of said she
about
lost a
Dazzler.
child in battle, or there was a miscarriage
all
or
right.
something or other. But then they're also hinting that Shatterstar was the baby, and so that did get tied up, a long time later. I believe Peter David was the one to kind of tie that up, where they did reveal that yes, Shatterstar was their child, the child of Longshot and Dazzler, and then they kind of erased some memories and other things.
And then they
but,
team it with the other character.
and I guess he was in
they
the
kept
Exiles
forced,
for a
the
while,
Joe Dirt character.
for a period of time, but
So
anyway,
then on top,
and
not
then
only
he lost
were you
his
like
memory.
tropey,
It's a mess.
so
I
much
think
that it's
in
gaudy,
in
or
the
what,
in spirit of like, if you want a
then
writer
you team
who can
her
come in and
up
just kind of
with the
have a lot of
other
success with the
over-the-top
X-Men in this
gaudy
moment, this
character
reboot,
that's
that's what
having
I
a
would
hard time
do.
getting accepted
I
by
would
the
run a
audience.
series of kind of repairing characters. So how can you actually turn
you don't
Joseph into a fan
the
favorite?
two
Not fan
Cajun
favorite, but
characters
just
should
truly
not hook up
tie that one
together,
off and make it good. But Longshot would be a great one. Bring the
That's
character,
fan fiction.
get the memories back. Put
That's
them together with Dazzler
too
or don't,
tropey.
but,
That's too
but basically
on the,
kind of reestablish
that's too
not
expected.
just this
That's
wandering kind of memory lost amnesiac who's stuck with no character development like that.
But
That's the
what
kind
they
of
did.
stuff I would love to see someone do. It felt
Oh
like
yeah, no,
Hickman was going to do
Rogue
that
falls in love with
in
Gambit
that
because
X-Men
they both have
Legends, where
fucking
they
Cajun accents.
the first couple issues he did the what was it, two-parter with Brett Booth.
How about they're just really good friends?
And they were dealing with the Adam X stuff.
They developed a
and,
relationship.
it was right
and then
there.
you could play it even more
I think
because Gambit becomes a brotherly, almost
I
protect.
felt like
this
that was Hickman's
protective
idea to actually
relationship
kind of
with each
prepare
other.
some of these
And
storylines
then
and
that could
clean
come
them
into
up and
conflicts with the
get things on a good
relationships they
track.
have
But
with
of course,
others.
that petered out.
But it's a brother and sister.
But anyway, did you like
Wouldn't that be
Longshot?
much
Is
more
it just
fucking
me
interesting,
that
guys?
liked this character, or you kind of never saw the appeal? Well, let me know in the comments below what you
And then
think of this character.
you leave that tension.
Is there more
there,
that could be done?
where you're like, no,
it's a rare
it's
video where I'm
platonic,
like,
within the
yeah,
fans
Chris
would
Claremont didn't do
still
it right here. I do, like I said, I really like
always
Claremont,
want
but I think
them
this one was
to,
one of those where
and you never give it to them.
I don't know, give the character back to
Like,
Vicinity.
no, we don't do
Something.
incest here.
Anyway, thanks for listening.
One of our parents she got nervous and she was like, I haven't seen any, permission slip because we were like, hey, be on the lookout, And so then I messaged her and I was like, hey, I found his,
Here's what the latest garbage is.
I told him to put it in his phone.
Man of Steel, Charlie Kirk body stopped a bullet that would typically just go through everything, and it was an absolute miracle that nobody else was killed. That's what his surgeon
Okay, I'm just making sure.
told Turning Point USA.
So that's how you know that Candace is right. That tweet right there.
Yes.
I don't need to hear where you measured the sound of the bullet coming
That's
from.
right.
I already saw Bibi Netanyahu come out insanely to say he didn't do it. And then this bullshit from Fox News, the official AIPAC News.
By the way, them using that watermelon, that's anti-Semitic. I don't know if you know that.
LOL.
Yeah, I did know that, Jimmy, and it was duly registered.
I get it.
They're going to be
need,
hearing
like,
from
an
Gallagher
empathy.
2's attorney about that.
What emoji would that feel?
No, Gallagher
I
won.
feel,
Gallagher too was,
I feel the pain. That's human pain.
Gallagher 2 was cool, man. Because it was
So
What else
they
can you
say
do?
it was a miracle. So
There
his
was,
surgeon said it was an
I was
absolute
playing
miracle.
the game the other night.
So
and, like,
JFK
no, dude,
was
it,
killed by
like,
a magic
broke my
bullet,
heart.
but Charlie
And so,
Kirk
like,
was
I'm
hit hit with a
driving back to the
miracle
same
bullet.
point.
What are the
Like,
odds?
Yeah. That
it's
almost
like,
never happens
no,
ever
man,
in
I'm
history, actually.
I'm lucky to
I'm
be
gonna guess those odds
here.
are about 50-50.
I'm lucky to, play the game,
So
Thank you
here's a
for
guy
the
from Turning Point
opportunity.
USA who I don't trust as
It's
far
my
as I
fault.
can.
I
He's a
suck.
Christian, proud husband
I
and father.
failed,
TP. He's a
So
spokesperson
I'm
for
driving back and I'm talking to
TP
myself. And I was
USA
like,
and
no, it's a privilege.
executive producer
No,
of
I'm
Charlie
playing
Kirk's
fucking
show
on a computer.
and his son of
and
Nevada.
like, this
I don't
is
know
a
who she is,
privilege.
but
And then today I saw some podcast. And
so here's
you
what
can
he
tell
said.
it's a
I'm not-
sarcastic fucking show.
So here's what he said.
guys.
I want to
And the
address
name
some of the
is It's a
discussion about the
Privilege to
lack of
Be
an
Here.
exit wound with Charlie. I'm usually not interested in delving
Yeah, that's what they
into
tell
most of
you
this
as
kind of
they're
online
raping
chatter,
you.
and I apologize for this somewhat
No,
graphic.
I
But in
know,
this
dude,
case, the
life,
fact that there
it's
wasn't
a
an exit
privilege
wound is
to be
probably
here,
another
dude.
miracle.
I feel
I don't
your
want
pain.
people to know. I just spoke with a surgeon who worked on Charlie in the hospital. Oh, yeah? He said the bullet absolutely should have gone through, which is very normal for a high-powered, high-velocity round. I've seen wounds from this caliber many times, and they always just go through everything. That would have taken
I
down a
swear it's
moose or
conscious. They're
two
doing it
and an elk.
I swear.
But it didn't go through.
I've been
Charlie's
messaging with
body
her.
stopped
It's so
it.
like she's like,
His
I just
neck
don't
did?
get it.
Well, that's an
His neck
impossibility, Andrew.
did.
You
I
This
don't
is
get
what
it.
he's saying.
Like, what is he
Well,
So
doing?
that's-
Nevada raised a
I
liar.
don't
So if you could stop
understand.
that kind of a high velocity bullet with
He's a
your neck,
smart little boy.
that means you could probably stop a meteor with an umbrella. Okay.
Well, if only he'd been alive to do that, Jimmy.
I mentioned to his doctor that there were dozens of staff, students, and special guests standing directly behind Charlie on the other side of the tent. And he replied, it was an absolute miracle that someone else didn't get killed. His bone was so healthy and the density was so impressive that he's like the man of steel. It should have just gone through and through. It likely would have killed those standing behind him too. In the end, the coroner did find the bullet just beneath the skin.
In on it. That means you're in on it. You
You're all
motherfucker.
in,
That's what that
of
means.
course.
His security was Israeli. Whoever the fuck this is paying for him.
Yes.
In on it.
Even in death, Charlie managed to save lives around him. Remarkable. Miraculous.
Yeah, Robert Maxwell had a hero's funeral in Israel after they killed him.
It's a good thing that this Andrew COVID wasn't there because he's so full of shit he might have spontaneously exploded all on his own. That's what I think.
Really important.
If you believe this garbage about Charlie Kirk and the bullet staying in his body as a miracle to save others as his final heroic act, you might as well be the most gullible people on earth. And if after this you don't question the narrative about Butler, which is Donald Trump's assassination, of course that was, now we know that was all, that's all a cover up. That was also an operation. It wasn't that kid, and it was a cover up, and Trump's in on it. Michael Cousin, I don't care how much you want to go to war with Antifa. A 30-06 did not make that dinky wound. It didn't.
The way our world works.
It didn't. So,
that's all you got to do is just do what you're told, man.
I just love that it's a miracle. Why? So why is the miracle that
that's George
to save those other people alive? Why didn't the miracle God make a miracle that stopped the bullet from killing Charlie? Why just one miracle? Why not two? Anyway, Chris Martinson says this is the next level BS. The standard 30-06 round will go all the way through 14-inch pine trees. With ease. I'm sorry, but this story isn't true. Also, the foot-pounds of force would have pushed Charlie's head backward violently if it had absorbed and stopped the bullet completely. I was asked to suspend simple laws of physics on 9/11. I'm not doing it this time either. Well said. Well said. Yeah, if let's say his neck, his bone was so super steel strong, it would have thrown his head back so far, which is not what happened.
Please just turn it in. Okay?
Can't run from it.
This is the best yet, says Genghis Khan. Apparently, Charlie Kirk's body has the same rating as a level 4 steel or ceramic bulletproof plate, rating and stopped
You don't
the
play the game. You
30-06
don't know.
round,
You suck
which,
at it.
has-
You think it's fucking
which was a
easy.
direct hit on his
No,
throat.
so you run from that
They
shit. I
suddenly and
do too.
miraculously found the bullet.
Anything
You
that's
can't
work,
make this stuff
anything
up.
that's hard.
A bullet which
Isabel's
can
the
kill
same
an
way.
elk
That's
or
why I
a
was tripping
full-grown
today.
grizzly
It's the
bear
minute
and
it's
go
not
through half
fun
an inch of
anymore.
steel plate
And
at
it's-
100
now it's a
yards
whole
was
different, like,
stopped in its
psychologically
tracks
speaking.
by Charlie
Well, this
Kirk's
is too
neck,
loud.
apparently, and that's why there
It's
was
like
no
he's
exit
competing with
wound. It's a miracle. And now I've heard
But,
everything. But what would I
Oh yeah,
know,
but
right?
that minute,
I'm
that
just a
little
retired
switch, that
sniper.
little, and once you
Yeah,
that
sounds like an
fuse
anti-Semite to me.
pops, it's a whole different ball. Even
That was a miracle. And
communication
don't
and
you forget his best friend who
so,
handles he's a handler
and
of
yeah,
thought leaders.
Yes.
and
So
it's all
Charlie Kirk was trapped by the billionaire scumbags, the Bill Ackman mega
you know,
group
that's
types,
nobody
all
talks
those
about
fuckers.
sports not being fair.
As soon as he deviated, a true
Like
believer
they bitch about
deviated
the
because it doesn't
classroom
make
not being
sense.
fair, but when you
They
go
got
out
up his
on a
ass.
fucking
They trash him in the press.
sports
Now
field,
Netanyahu
They
would
tried
really stick
bribing
you up.
him, tried bribing him with
Yeah.
$150 million. He turns it down. He doesn't take the trip to Israel. All that stuff. He tells his donors, Bill Ackman, the more you tell me not to have Tucker Carlson, I'm going to have all this stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well, now you're
that
more
ain't-
useful
you ain't
dead than
teach
alive
your
to
kid. A
them.
lot of that is
And your
self-
handlers,
whatever,
don't ever be fooled with these
self-driven,
these shills that say like,
self-motivated,
well, we should move on from
So, yeah,
Epstein.
it starts
Yeah.
pretty
That
early.
says they have backers.
That's right.
And then what
So
about
Doc
beauty?
Malik,
No one
he
talks
tweets
about
this
how
out. He
unfair
says,
beauty
having
is.
drilled, sawed, and operated on tens of
You know,
thousands
one,
of
you have to
people
be
over the last
born with
25
it,
years,
and then you have to
I
be
can
born
confidently
into an
say
environment
no
that
man
can
has bones
help
of
you
steel.
foster that beauty.
While I have seen shotgun pellets embedded in tissue, there is no high-powered round like
how
the
fucking
30-06
fair is
that could
that?
have stopped, but could have been stopped by his spine and also prevented an exit wound. This round takes down elk, for goodness sake. Something is fishy here.
That's
Exactly.
how little Israel thinks of you. They think you're a moronic American slob that doesn't know shit about shit. That's how they think of you, the Israelis.
Yes.
And that's why the care was not put into this to trick you enough.
No. And
Fell for 9/11, right, morons?
They thought it'll go. Yeah, you fell for 9/11. You fell for
You got
Syria.
your shots, right, dipshits?
You fell for Syria. You fell for Libya. You fell for COVID. You fell for Russiagate. You'll fall for this.
Petraeus could have a
Sorry about that, the
goddamn
mob.
Ellen
Whatever
talk
they
show
can
with the
get the
guy from
mob
Al
is
Qaeda.
their
Yeah.
thing.
After you
So
got
what?
your limbs blown off for no goddamn
goddamn
reason.
reason.
The mob on your side.
Yeah, no, the clown world. Clown
And it
is a
doesn't matter
derogatory
how
term. I didn't know this
crazy
for
it is, as
CIA.
For
long as you
CIA.
keep the
Mhm.
mob.
CIA world, clown world. That's what that
No.
means.
Doesn't matter.
Which means
how
Mossad
insane.
world. It's all the entire the West. The thing James Lindsay defends with his woke right talk. The West.
Microplastics are infiltrating every part of our lives. Scientists estimate we now consume a credit card's worth of plastic every single week through our food, our water, and even the air we breathe. One study found plastic particles in 100% of human lung samples. Nobody's safe from overexposure. It gets worse. These plastics just don't sit in your body. They cross the gut lining, they leach into your blood, and disrupt everything. They've been shown to alter gut bacteria, suppress your immune response, and increase your risk for neurodegenerative disease, metabolic disorders, and cancer. Some plastic toxins like BPA and phthalates mimic hormones, interfere with fertility, and damage DNA. Even if you eat clean or avoid packaged foods, you're still being exposed. You can't opt out. But your gut can help you fight back. Kimchi One from Brightcore Nutrition is a potent ally in this toxic world. It's packed with over 900 probiotic strains unique to kimchi and proven to break down BPA, helping you detox from the inside out. It doesn't just support digestion, it helps protect your cells, your brain, your hormones, and your future. Your body was never designed to handle plastic, but your gut was designed to protect you. You just have to give it the right tools. Right now, you can get 25% off with my code DOORE, D-O-R-E, at the link below. For an even better deal, call my friends at Brightcore and get up to 50% off and free shipping. The number, 888-253-0418.
I have a theory. You're on the border of imaginary
Come
numbers.
see me on tour in Hermosa Beach,
not
Sacramento,
real.
San Francisco,
You
Melbourne,
can't have
Australia, Sydney, Australia,
1.457 of an
Brisbane,
orange.
Burbank, California,
Like
the day
you
after
can,
Thanksgiving,
so it's
and
not,
Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Go to
until it's starting to
jimmydore.com
get
for a link for tickets.
And then is that where the math talent starts coming in? Some kids
did
that
it.
doesn't bother.
We
but
made it.
and
We survived
whatever it is
the
about
rapture.
math.
Today, It was prophesized by one guy and latched onto
But
by a
other
lot of
people, the
TikTok
more you get
that
into
a lot of people were going to be raptured
unreal
today.
numbers,
Basically, if you don't know what
it
the
doesn't make
rapture
sense
is,
to 'em.
it's everyone getting pulled by the server admin. So Jesus taking all of the believers and getting them off of the doomed planet. This has to be one of the most common predictions throughout all of human history. This
mine
is
was
more
fractions. I
often
can still remember
prophesized than
my
people
wall was,
speculating Bloodborne 2 is going to
that's
get
the same
announced
way,
anytime
6th,
there's
7th grade.
any video game related
It was
news.
the periodic
And every
table
single
got
time,
me,
just like Bloodborne 2, it
where
is
it wasn't
wrong.
just instant.
And
I couldn't
every
grasp it
time,
instantly.
there's somehow
I
a
think
ton of
now I
hype
kind of
people
have more
biting
of
onto
a,
the teat of hype, like, no,
and
this time it's
it
real.
was when
All
we
of the
started doing
signs indicate, you know, the red heifer
It just
also.
wasn't
I saw
natural.
my grandfather, he missed a
Where
step
my
on the
dad
way
can
down
do
the stairs and
fractions
he
in his
broke his
head,
fucking
dude.
tibia. All of this is part of the
It's easy, it's
prophecy.
more.
All of it lines up perfectly. This is the real rapture this time around.
So,
And
but
every
yeah, my
single
dad
time,
was a machinist
it's
for a
not.
while when he
And
was
today,
young.
this one had a lot of hype. Apparently, a lot of people were selling their
It's
belongings,
just more
getting
math.
ready to leave everything behind here. And it looks like, if you can believe it, that's not happening. And that's because no one would ever be able to predict the rapture. It is literally written in the Bible that no man would be able to predict when Jesus would be coming back. Yet, for some reason, people still take just Goober's word that this is the real rapture, and they end up, like, ruining their life preparing for it. It's craziness to me. But maybe I'm counting my chickens before they hatch. Maybe there's just, like, a latency issue, like it's a ping problem. He's lagging, so he's just a bit behind. So rapture might be, you know, postponed till later today. You know, maybe that's possible, but it looks like it's not.
Hey, excuse me. Local around here? What? Who? You want friends with that? Loke. Is he available for communication?
Who? Loke?
Man.
Oh, you mean Jeffrey. Yeah, our plans technician called in sick, so Jeff, Loke, he got promoted.
Loke got promoted.
So?
So? He's out back cleaning the fryer.
Hey, what up, Loke?
CJ, what's up, homie? Hey, my shit's so tight right now, it's about to bust.
So you happy now, homie?
Happy? Man, hell no. I can't take this shit much longer. Man, I'm an artist. I'd rather be inside. Man, I can't get it down for nothing. Motherfuckers always want to keep a nigga down. And that CPO, Mad Dog's manager, is putting on me real heavy, man. He cribbing my style for real.
Heavy? Man, he 5'3".
But that fool's strong. Man, we gotta take him out. He done blackballed me, man. I can't get in the game no way. I told you, I'm an artist, a communicator, and nobody can even hear my message. He going around telling everybody I'm whack.
Well, he obviously ain't heard your new shit. That shit is outrageous.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Down with a frown, on the town, a sad clown.
All right, so what you want me to do?
I want you to take that motherfucker out.
Kill him?
Well, I ain't mean date him. Listen, he gonna be attendance in my war ceremony. And that's the only time he leaves dog's side. What's up now, man?
One of Mad Dog's chauffeurs just left the burger shop across town. Said he was headed over to the music.
Good looking. I'm gonna see if I can catch up with him.
Ah, this part is so hard. Come on, this part is so hard. Why is it not? Why is it not doing my tab? Oh, it's because it's that way, my bad. This part's hard.
Hey, what the fuck are you playing at? Fucking with? You're in my way.
2 stars, huh? Can I get in there? Can I get in there? This is rough.
You watch your mom.
Territory. You should try it. Be on the front door of your office. Just see if anybody thinks.
Okay, well that was a fail. Whoa, okay. Where the hell are we going? Let's go get
Ain't
this.
no one paid your ass off yet, huh?
Well, hello, a doodle do.
Not happening, and since we've survived Rapture, that means it's a perfect opportunity to get a new Starforge PC. There's a huge fall sale going on right now. Go to get a Starforge PC. I'm telling you, they're the best in the universe. Pre-Rapture stream. So what is this hoopla about a Rapture? I feel like I hear this maybe once every couple of years, where there's like a big movement about like the Rapture is coming on this day, and then that day comes and it never happens, and then people just pretend they weren't going around talking about the Rapture. So what's this one about? Oh, here we go. This is perfect for people like me that are super, I guess, out of the loop. Why does TikTok think the Rapture is happening? Local experts explain. Alright, videos tagged #Rapture have gone viral in recent days, warning that Jesus will return September 23rd to 24th for the Rapture, an event in which followers believe they will ascend into the sky to meet Jesus. Is this video going to... It's just back-to-back ads. This might just be looping ads. The Rapture... I know what the Rapture is. Why do they think it's tomorrow?
Oh, unfair.
The latest wave of Rapture speculation started with a June 16 episode of Sint Twins podcast featuring South African pastor Joshua Malekula. In the video, he claims he had a vision in which he was called into heaven and Jesus told him he was returning on September 23rd and 24th. Offered no biblical citations or theological arguments, just the date. Really? It all comes from that? Oh! One guy said so? Cool. Yeah, I had this dream that the Rapture was like September 23rd or something. Pretty cool. Jesus was kind of chill. We played like Smash Brothers Melee. Dude was a Luigi man. It was fucking sick.
That was too much. Come on.
But yeah, he said he's coming to Earth again on like the 23rd. What's crazy is when it doesn't happen, people will still trust him. Oh yeah. No, I mean, that's not surprising. I still remember the biggest, most notable Rapture scare back when I was in high school. There was this big movement about the Rapture. It was so big, in fact, people were quitting their jobs in order to take their family on, like, one big, like, last oorah. And then when it didn't happen, it was apparently started by a radio host who just said the Rapture's coming, and then everyone just believed it. So they quit their jobs and shit. And when it didn't happen, if I remember right, the radio host just like took his show off the air, and then that was that. People never got their jobs back. I actually wonder what happened with that. I think it was 2013. Harold Camping. He was an American radio host, and it was on 2011, May 21st, 2011. He made the prediction that it would happen on October 21st, 2011. Followers of camping claim that around 200 million people would be raptured. It has also been reported that a 14-year-old Russian girl named Nastasia Zakhanova committed suicide over his prediction. Yikes. What the fuck? Oh, I didn't remember that. Yo, boy. On May 23rd, 2011, in an appearance before Congress, Camping stated he had reinterpreted his prophecy. In his revised claim, May 21st was a spiritual judgment day, and the physical rapture would occur on October 21st, 2011. Oh, so he did predict on May 21st would be the first. Like, that was the rapture. It didn't happen, so then he pushed it back to October. He's like, okay, I was wrong about this. I misunderstood. It's October 21st for sure. And I bet he went home and was trying to, like, bribe Jesus. Like, come on, Jesus. Don't make me look like an idiot. Simultaneously with the destruction of the world, Camping said his company would not return money donated by followers to publicize the failed May 21st prediction, stating, "We're not at the end, why would we return it?" Wow. What a guy. What a guy. In October 2011, News 24 reported the size of his congregation dwindled to about 25 adults on any typical Sunday. They largely avoided the social media in the months following May, remained in seclusion after October 21st, and passed without his predictions coming true. Nice. Oh, in 2012, though, he admitted his predictions were in error. We humbly acknowledge we were wrong about the timing. And also announced the end of doomsday predictions.
The rapture is upon us, whether you are ready or not. Today, what people will hear is God revealing his plan.
To his people.
To the people of the world. God took me to see the future, and then he brought me back.
But why? Why would he do that? This is the one thing that I always find to be so blasphemous. When people make a claim like that, to me that just feels like someone that's using Christianity for their own exploitative purposes. I can't stand when people do that. Like, I know it gets made of like a mockery and stuff, but I just find it to just be so in poor taste to use religion like that. It is just, like, and anyone who's like a follower of him should immediately call that out as just blasphemous.
I don't pay for that, lady.
I don't know how they get away with it so frequently.
And then in heaven, in a throne room, I see Jesus.
Oh, of course they poop hawks.
And I could hear him very loud and clear. I am coming soon. And to the people who are listening, please pay attention to what I'm going to say. He says to me, on the 23rd and the 24th, 2025, I will come to take my church.
There's a date.
There is a date.
Are there other people who have also said the same thing to confirm what you have said?
No. No, Jesus took him.
Thing, though,
he's very special. That's the chosen one right there. For no one shall know the day except for the Father. It's like, have they not read it at all? True.
Stories.
And that was a point a lot of people made when Harold Camping made the same prediction back in 2011. It lines up with a big prophecy also.
You know what I mean?
And that happens every time. It's like people forgot this is not the first rapture prediction, even in the last 8 months. I remember we did this like 8 months ago, where like everyone was kind of freaking out on Reddit about like the end times are here, the red heifer has arrived, as prophesized in the Bible.
Quickly whipped up into a frenzy.
And then it turns out red heifer, like that is just a very common thing. So there's always going to be coincidences. Always. It doesn't indicate the end times, and it certainly doesn't indicate that just a random pastor got pulled up by Jesus, like had his spirit yanked out of his body, like fucking Doctor Strange pushed it out of him, just to inform him that he is coming to rapture on September 23rd. Oh, these are only like the big notable ones. So here's the Harold Camping. I don't know the Ronald Weinland one. Man, 2011 was a big year for the rapture. He did the same thing. Failed to come true, so he moved it to the 27th of May, 2012. And then he moved it to 2013, claiming that a day with God is as a year, giving himself another year. He was then convicted of tax evasion in 2012 and sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. I can't believe it. This guy's made a whole career out of it, apparently. Predicting the rapture. Oh, this guy has an entire thing known as the Blood Moon Prophecy. Oh my. For his prediction in 2015 rapture. Ronald came back in 2019, fresh off of his stint in prison, saying that he would return in 2019 with the rapture. Huge.
Pretty good.
Ronald still on the grind. This was a psychic, claimed that Armageddon would take place in 2020 and Jesus would return to defeat the unholy trinity of Antichrist, Satan, and false prophet between 2020 and 2037. It's a pretty big range. Chad and Lori Daybell, a couple charged with multiple murder, including those of Lori's children, believed that the second coming would be July 22nd, 2020.
Aliens are talking to me on my car radio.
Seems like a reliable narrator to tune into for the good word. Oh, it's Silent Hill time, and it looks like the rapture hasn't begun. We can enjoy some Silent Hill. We did it. We made it. I say that, and then all of a sudden, like, the viewer number just collapses as everyone just gets yanked off the planet. We fucking did it, Reddit. Let's go. Before ending the video, there is just one other thing I want to mention when it comes to these predictions. I just don't understand it. Because pastors like this guy 100% have to know that they're pulling it out of their ass. Like, even if you had a dream about it, like, you'd have to realize that that's not the most, like, concrete. You'd have to realize there's an extremely good chance it's not going to happen. So what is the plan when it doesn't? Like, do you just, like, hope people don't care? It's like, oh, he was wrong. Doesn't matter. He's still a very, like, super reliable pastor. The Lord definitely speaks through him, even though he got the rapture completely wrong. Maybe he was just playing a prank on him. Like, I just don't get it. Because you have to know it is most likely not going to happen. You're just spitballing nonsense. I really don't get it. And I even less understand people that believe it. I really don't. Because if you are a follower of the Word of God, you would have to realize that no man would ever be able to predict when the rapture would happen. It is literally written in the Bible. So what you are saying is, a pastor like this is somehow more powerful than the Word of God, that he is able to somehow predict it, because Jesus, for some reason, chose him because he had a really high KD in Fortnite or whatever. It just doesn't add up. And I'm getting really fucking tired of all of these rapture predictions. I really am. It is so tiresome. This one actually kind of, like, irked me quite a bit, because it's just so ridiculous. This one has even less to go on than the previous rapture predictions. Anyway, though, I'll stop yapping about it. That's really about it. See ya.
You can't tell me, as someone who lived through that, who's paid for this government my entire life, whose birthright ownership in this government is, I was born here, this is my government, I'm an owner of this government. You can't look at me and say, you don't have a right to know. F*** you. Yes, I do. And I think if you had a couple 100 million people making that case and saying, like, I want to know now. To me, 9/11 happened like yesterday. It was 24 years ago. But I knew someone on one of the planes. I knew it was released after 9/11. Completely changed my life, changed the country. So the idea that you'd want to reassess that 24 years on, I didn't really have that much interest in reassessing it. I was kind of happy with the conclusions that I had. These 19 random Muslims attacked America because they hated our freedoms. And we just wound up with the TSA and the Patriot Act, but those are basically well-intentioned. And that was most people's conclusion after 9/11, and I didn't have a ton of interest, again, in reaching other conclusions because it's just too dark. But we had a conversation with former Congressman Kirk Weldon of Pennsylvania, who also reached very conventional conclusions about 9/11 until he started pressing as a member of Congress and got all kinds of questions that couldn't be answered, really obvious questions. Like, where's the wreckage to Flight 93 in Shanksville? Why is there so little wreckage? Like, what? Why do people see other aircraft in the sky next to it? Like, what is that? And for his effort, he lost his congressional seat. The Bush administration came out against him, and he lost his seat and they took his daughter into custody. Never charged her with a crime, but they staged an FBI raid on his daughter's house, made sure it was in every paper in the congressional district. He lost, wrecked his life, wrecked his daughter's life, but he didn't stop asking questions, and so at the time I spoke to him,
Oh, that was
he was
wrong,
thoroughly
dude. You
convinced
were
that
past
a
the
lot of evidence
intersection, bro.
that the story that the rest of us heard about 9/11 was a complete lie, and so he successfully convinced me that we needed to look into it. So we spent many months
Dan, I
on
need
this
a date.
documentary, and I was worried that it was going to make me more radical than I want to be, and I had every reason to worry, actually, because it did. There are indisputable facts in that documentary that shocked me. So the majority of the 19 hijackers got their visas to the United States, or Saudi citizens, got them in Saudi Arabia. Guess who the CIA station chief in Riyadh was when they got those visas? Mr. John Brennan, future director of the CIA. That was the first step in a long chain that connects the CIA and the NSA to those hijackers. They clearly abetted their arrival in the United States. They helped them. They surveilled them. Foreign intel agencies clearly did too. It's very obvious looking at the facts that there were foreign countries that had foreknowledge of 9/11. There's just really no question about that at this point. We've been discouraged from even noting that, but it's true. But certainly our intel agencies were in contact indirectly with the hijackers. What is that? Of course, we never got a straight answer to it at all. And then what exactly happened on September 11th? Well, I can't answer that question conclusively, but I learned a couple of things that stunned me. One was we don't have a clear picture of what the structural collapse of those three buildings looked like because the material, the steel from the building, was removed immediately within hours. It was a process that extended through days, of course, weeks. But that process began within hours of the collapse of the buildings. That steel was shipped out of New York, in many cases offshore to Asia, before it could be evaluated by structural engineers in the United States. What would be the purpose of that? This is a crime scene in which thousands of people died, and you immediately ship the evidence to China? Tell me why. Why did you do that? And because they did that, the Bush administration did that, and authorities in New York did that, there have been lingering questions that still don't have satisfactory answers about how those buildings fell in the way they did. Uniquely in the history of building fires, those three buildings collapsed in on themselves on videotape, so we know, including a building, Building 7, that was not even touched by a commercial airline. It never got hit by a plane, and yet it collapsed that afternoon. So people have been asking these questions for 24 years, and to my great discredit and shame, I mocked them for asking these questions, but of course I was ignorant, and I didn't want to know what the truth was. But the more you look into it, the more disturbing it becomes. For example, it is true. It is not a conspiracy theory that an analysis of the dust from Building 7, from the collapse of Building 7, World Trade Center 7, the one that was not hit by a plane, shows that in that dust are bits of explosive. What? This is a building that, again, I don't have videotape of people, putting TNT around the structure of the building. Can't say there was a controlled demolition. No one has admitted participating in it. But it is true that a chemical analysis of the dust from that building found explosives. And no one has bothered to explain how that could be. At very least, the American toward me is one of
Running there.
unbridled
I am
aggression
completely
and
worthless,
entitlement.
don't you
The
think?
authorities feel entitled to know what I'm doing at all times. They won't let me on a plane unless they scan my facial features and preserve facial recognition data on me. Okay? So they treat me like a slave. I think it's time to invert the deal a little bit here. I'm not the slave. They're the employee. And I mean it. And the core idea of America is there are rights that precede government that were given to me by God, and government's only job is to secure those rights, to defend them on my behalf. And so if government is not defending those rights, but instead stripping them from me, it's not a legitimate government. Sorry. By its own rules, by its own logic. It's not a legitimate government, it's a tyrannical government. We need a new commission, obviously. The 9/11 Commission, run by Philip Zelikow, was utterly fraudulent. He wrote the 9/11 Commission report before any of the reporting had come in. He wrote it before the investigation started. Okay. It's absurd. So now's the time to demand full disclosure. For the purposes of discovering what happened on 9/11, the only thing that will produce results is shut up and give me the documents. That's it. If enough people say that, and I hope to kick that off.
Hello Info-Person, this is Anton, and today we're going to discuss some of the recent discoveries in regards to one of the biggest mysteries in astronomy. The mystery you see behind me referred to as orcs, odd radio circles. Strange, beautiful circles and rings that seem to be only visible in radio light, originally detected by accident in 2019, and whose origin is still not entirely clear. But in the last 6 years or so, piece by piece, researchers started to demystify all of these objects, especially based on some of the recent observations in the last few years. And so in this video, we're going to discuss one of the most recent discoveries that actually, once again, doesn't really make a lot of sense. The discovery that you see right here, but that now presents us with additional explanations and additional propositions. Well, the first, let's start with exactly what these are and what they seem to look like in the night skies. And well, imagine looking up in the night skies, but instead of using your eyes or instead of using an optical telescope, you're looking at this with a powerful radio telescope. For example,
that was too much.
And so this is kind of like listening to the universe in radio light instead of optical light. And well, back in 2019, astronomers using ASCAP completely by accident discovered these very faint and also almost perfectly circular shapes that seem to be enormous in size, possibly several times larger than a typical galaxy. As a matter of fact, at least one of them was claimed to be approximately 2 million light years across. And so, because they were so strange, and because they were circular, and also because they were only visible in radio light, researchers started to refer to them as odd radio circles. And what made them odd was the fact that they were only visible in radio waves. No optical light, no infrared, no X-rays, nothing else. And that's actually very unexpected because normally most astronomical objects produce at least a few emissions in additional frequencies. And so here there was something completely new and something that was somewhat challenging to explain. But obviously scientists had many ideas for what these could be. One proposition was that maybe they were ancient supernova, representing these really giant cosmic rings relatively close to us, or maybe even planetary nebula. But as more orcs were discovered, it became clear that most of them were very distant and extremely large. As a matter of fact, they often seem to have some kind of a galaxy right in the center. And this suggests that whatever was causing them was probably happening around these faraway galaxies, and possibly the result of some kind of a ridiculously massive explosion, with one of the biggest clues coming from the radio emissions themselves. Here this was referred to as synchrotron radiation. This happens when incredibly fast-moving electrons spiral around magnetic field lines, but in this case on cosmic scales. And so this non-thermal emission, containing very specific steep negative spectra, or essentially spectra where radio signals get weaker at higher frequencies, pointed to a process involving very energetic particles and a lot of magnetic fields, so in essence, possibly some kind of a shock wave, or some kind of an outflow from the central galaxy. And one of the first significant breakthroughs came from the studies of an object known as ORC-4. And here astronomers looked at this using optical telescopes, discovering something unexpected. A lot of fluorescent light from oxygen atoms in the central galaxy. This is often referred to as the O2 light. And this was a strong indicator of intense star formation, also known as starburst activity, that eventually led to a compelling hypothesis. Roughly around 8 billion years ago, the galaxy in the center of this circle seemed to have experienced an enormous but brief star-forming period where millions and millions of massive stars formed in a relatively short period of time, exploding as huge amounts of supernova in quick succession. And so this cascade of explosions that happened very briefly possibly created enormous galactic wind in the center of this galaxy, blasting all of this gas from inside the galaxy and essentially forming an enormous shockwave. And when all of this fast-moving galactic wind slammed into the thinner gas surrounding the galaxy, it possibly created a lot of these massive shockwaves. And so with time, the shockwave grew to enormous sizes over a period of 1 billion years, and is now visible as several radio rings that appear this way. And so basically here, this was the result of electrons caught in the shock of this wave that spiraled around the magnetic fields, producing synchrotron radiation. And here this model even predicted what's known as the reverse shock. This is where some of the gas stalls and starts to fall back towards the galaxy, and that would actually produce these unusual optical light emissions involving oxygen. But for this scenario to occur, we need something very specific. Here we would require a huge outflow of material and a relatively low density environment around the galaxy, because otherwise the sphere would not grow so large, which actually would make this particular region of space unusually low in density. And it's actually one of the biggest criticisms of this explanation so far, because normally we expect a lot more gas around a typical galaxy. And so for at least some of the orcs, there was still a bit of a mystery, and it was still not very easy to explain. And so since not all of these orc objects could be explained with this starburst hypothesis, researchers kept looking for more objects and tried to explain this in other ways. And this brings us to this new discovery from September of 2025. The study by Sam Taziel and the team you see here focused on a recently discovered orc known as G0356-4216. And this orc is special because it seems to show a double ring structure. A structure that you can kind of see right here. This was discovered by the South Africa's Meerkat radio telescope, but also observed by ASCAP. And so here's what we know about this object so far. First, it's located pretty far away. The redshift of 0.49, or around 6.3 billion light years away from us. And so based on the size of the object in the night skies, we know that it seems to be 2.18 million light years across. And it's also associated with some kind of a host galaxy we see in the center. This seems to be a massive elliptical galaxy. On top of this, we also see the emissions, and we can tell a little bit more about them by observing things like polarization and by observing certain wavelengths. For example, here we have steep radio spectra. Both of these rings show very steep spectra, strongly supporting the idea of some kind of a synchrotron radiation or fast-moving electrons, but very likely coming from the older population of energetic electrons that lost the energy over time because they've been traveling for millions and millions of years. It also contains relatively high polarization. Here the polarization is 20 to 30%, referring to the alignment of the electric and the magnetic field in the radio waves, and basically telling us that this is coming from ordered magnetic fields from inside these rings. And this is of course a key piece of evidence. This is what we expect from structures formed by various shockwaves and various outflows. And so based on the magnetic field strength that's approximately 1.82 microgauss, we can even estimate the overall strength of the emissions. Likewise, this seems to be located in the overdense environment, or basically the region around this orb shows an overdensity of galaxies at similar distances, suggesting that this object is not isolated, but might be interacting with other galaxies, maybe even hinting at past galactic mergers. And so based on these observations, there are currently two main propositions or two main explanations. First, this could be some kind of a large-scale shock driven by powerful starburst once again. In other words, very similar to Orc-4, a massive starburst in the host galaxy generated very powerful bipolar jets that then created these expanding shockwaves, but in this case forming the double ring structure. And based on the magnetic field observations and the overall morphology, this actually might make sense. But the second explanation is a little bit different. This could be a relic emission from some kind of an active black hole in the center that once again involved very powerful jets. And so a black hole in the center of this galaxy that was actually consuming matter for millions of years might produce very powerful jets that would fire these very powerful particles that would then create these really large radio loops. And they can in theory resemble expanding bubbles. And so when the black hole activity faded, these lobes remained behind, appearing as these glowing radio circles. And in this case, because of the high degree of symmetry and the double ring structure, as well as the lack of smaller internal details, this could technically be two different lobes from two jets in the opposite direction. And so just to help you visualize this, so imagine some kind of a very powerful black hole emitting these really powerful jets that then create these very large rings spreading for over 2 billion light years across. And in this case, based on the observations in the infrared, we know that the galaxy in the center seems to have had powerful activity in the past. And so there's definitely a signs of black hole activity from millions or even billions of years ago. Which means that right now this explanation makes the most sense. And that means that other orcs could also have been produced in a very similar way, suggesting that starburst is obviously not the only source for these very bizarre formations. But the biggest mystery when it comes to these objects is actually their rarity. As of September of 2025, only 10 so far have been confirmed, implying that wherever this is and wherever is causing this seems to be some kind of a very unique, very special, and difficult to understand circumstance. I mean, we know quite a lot of galaxies out there contain starburst activity, and quite a lot of galaxies contain active black holes, but pretty much most of them don't seem to produce anything like this. Only 10 objects have been so far confirmed, and exactly why these objects and not the other ones we've seen before is of course the biggest unanswered question. And so even though in the last 6 years there's been a lot of progress in trying to explain this mystery is far from being solved. And that means that we need additional observations with even more powerful telescopes, for example the upcoming Square Kilometer Array, that will hopefully discover even more of these objects, helping us identify certain features that seem to unite all of them, and helping us explain why other galaxies and other active regions don't seem to contain anything similar. And by doing this, we're not just going to solve an orc mystery, we're also going to gain incredible insights into how galaxies evolve, how supermassive black holes affect their surroundings, and understand powerful processes that shape the universe we live in. And so for radio astronomy, this is super exciting times, and we can only expect a lot of additional mysteries and a lot of additional discoveries in years to come. But until future discoveries, that's pretty much all I wanted to mention. Check out previous videos and previous explanations about orcs in some of the links in the description. Thank you for watching, subscribe, come back tomorrow to learn something else, support this channel on Patreon where you can
Vision on the cycle, Simone. You know where you at, fool?
Caripa.
Pick it up, baby Bob. Come on. I got places I got.
nothing,
know you,
homie.
baby, or something? Hey, baby, you don't remember me, do you?
My dirt is catching up to me.
Yeah, but I can't fade it, man.
Ever slang dope out of Mr. Whoopi
She
Trump?
look like she working.
Later, big baby.
Call me with some chronic, all right? Right over here, baby.
Well, he say he taking me to Ventura.